I know they don't like me, and I couldn't care less. Umpires in the guts, ready to start this thing. Very important game here. Fanning in the middle, and he's versus Vale. Up they go. Fanning wins it, knocks it down. Matty McMahon, as you'd expect, crashes through, puts the ball out in front. Tim Sheringham gets a fist to it. Matty McMahon goes back. Stat number 2. Gets it over to Condi, who's not on our team sheet. And the mark is taken by Tim Horan.
Not exactly his first game.
No. Well, they had Scott in there. So unless there's a change as well. So that's Michael Condi that I saw there. Number 10. As Timmy Horan comes in. First score of the game. Straight through the guts.
Very good start.
Bang. Great start for Newtown.
Yeah.
45 seconds.
45 seconds. Yep. So on the Blood 2 out of scoreboard, Newtown, one straight. They lead Bell Park yet to score.
Haven't touched it really, have they, Bell Park? Matty McMahon a couple possessions getting the ball forward. Just sort of a rush kick from Michael Condi inside the 50, but Horan was in the right spot and kicked truly from directly in front. So perfect start for Newtown. It's going to be a tough day for Bell Park if they don't touch the ball, Milky.
Absolutely. Back in the middle. The only possession or of any sort there was Tim Sheringham getting a fist in that went straight to Matty McMahon.
Yeah.
Back in the middle. It's Fanning again up against the big fella in Zone Vale. Big Shorts falls backwards but gets a hand on it. Trying to crash his way through is McCartney. He goes wide. Bouncing ball. Picked off by that man Sheringham. Gets a kick. Fanning goes up. Takes a grab in the guts of the ground.
Jeez, Fanning's got about a foot clearance on anyone else on the ground at the moment.
He's a big fella.
Lucy wants it deep.
Goes in that direction. Dunno. He misses the target. Mark or free. Give me a spell there. Very unlucky was Justin Baxter. Goodness me. Stretched out and got one right around the head. And was held.
Inspector Gadget's arms.
Yes. Up they go. That was Lucy who knocked it down into the pack. 10 out from this Newtown goal. It's been all Newtown. Bit of pushing and shoving out there. Good to see. Bit of spirit. Malthouse with the man bun. Getting it round the corner. Ooh, almost there. It was McCartney again. Player rushed over the boundary line. Round from the goal. Luke Rounds having a little push and shove in there. Bit of spirit. Like to see this.
Yeah.
There's going to be spirit from the start. I really like those ones because they usually develop. Reaching over the top was Lucy. He knocks it down into a pack. The umpire off the ball.
There too.
Off the ball, Condi.
Rob Condi. A bit of a push and shove.
Yeah, I reckon he's got a tagger, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Paddy Knott. Ball comes out at ground level. Umpire lets it go. Matty McMahon, I reckon that is the bottom of that pack.
Pretty early.
Yeah, it is.
Pretty early. It looks like both teams want to win the contested ball. Lots of tackles so far by both teams.
20 out. Vale, free kick. Free kick off the ball. It's going Newtown's way, I reckon.
Newtown's way.
Yep.
Joey's out to a 14-point lead already.
Wow. Free kick to Harrison Dalton. He looks very young Harrison.
Yes, he is. Would be about 19, 20, I think.
Yep. Good feed of spuds and a few pots that sort him out. In he comes. Harrison Dalton in the pocket to get Newtown second. They just goes shocker. Sideways.
Yeah.
A good mark.
Side of the boot.
Yeah. Taken in defence. Bell Park. Is that Ian Ellie? Goes long. Kyler Connor, I reckon, might have been gone deep anyway. The outer side. Pick up. Try to get it. The Stevenson is the recruit of the year, according to Buzz. Picks it up and throws it to the umpire.
Still waiting for a little bit of evidence to back up that call.
Yes. He runs well, apparently. Ball comes down. Condi, Michael, knocks it down. Trying to crash his way through. There's a Bell Park player on the end of that handball. Ooh. Picked up by Knott again, who's got the tagging roll on Rob Condi.
Well, he's picked out a free kick to him.
Might have got one a little high. So that's Paddy Knott. Goes with the left, the outer side. Oh, it's all Newtown. Brown. Should have taken that mark. held Nelson Brown. Goes back in for another crack at it. Umpire says free kick. Got one too high.
Running up the stat sheets early, the umpires.
This is Mitch Diamond. Diamond on the half-back flank. Goes very, very long. Bit of attention rather than going at the footy. Went straight at the man, the Newtown boy. Comes across. Finishes up with the good Sheringham in Tim because the bad one's out today. Goes to Johnson. Johnson right in front of the kicks commentary truck. Good contest here. Oh, going to ground was Jacob Sharp. Oh, did he go? Sure, umpire. Smith got one right up the nose. Don't worry about over his head. Comes out. Picked off here by Jared Love. Goes to centre half forward. That man Stevenson. Does he take the mark? He doesn't have to. The umpires like him too.
Bit of a chop of the arms.
Yep.
Yeah.
Goes wide. Into the pocket. Mark is taken. Again, he's been... this O'Connor's... I'm sure that was him that took it in the back pocket a couple of minutes ago. Ball comes out the back. Nelson Brown, by hand, goes to the helmeted one. We have to work out who that is for Newtown. Bouncing ball off the deck. Ball comes back. The handball attempted to go to Mitch Simon, and it goes over the boundary line.
Tom Herbert's in the headwear today.
Tommy Herbert.
Colac 2-2-14 over Geelong West Giants, one behind.
Pups all over it.
Yeah.
Out the back.
Bit of extra energy after getting rid of the study. Through the week.
Ball comes out. Good run here. That's Hocking. Goes wide. Not a real good kick. Gives Cameron Lewis some work to do. He goes around the body. Bouncing. Johnson will just mop this up. He does. Gives it over to Sheringham. Sheringham, I'm not sure if that's 15. It isn't. Only goes as far as Benstead, who dives for it. Can't take the mark. Umpire says play on. And I'm going to ball it up.
They'll be happy with that one, Newtown. They had nothing up forward when Lewis had to sort of grub one in. It was a bit of a smart kick. It held him up, and they got numbers there to keep the ball in their half.
Joey's have started guns firing. They're now 3-3-21.
Ball comes out. Back of the pack is Cody Grant. Tries to keep the ball in play. Ball is at ground level. Umpires circling. There's players standing with their hands in the air, and the ball's going nowhere, so we're going to have a ball up. 55 out from Newtown's goal. I reckon they've only had one forward entry, Bell Park, have they?
They've had two.
Two? Must have missed one.
Wrong, Milky.
Mistaken.
Close.
Not wrong. Never wrong. Only
Close,
ever mistaken.
Milky.
There's Fanning over the top. Knocks it down. Bell Park player. I'm not sure he got much of a chance to get rid of that.
Yeah.
He's still at the bottom pack. That's again O'Connor. He's been all over it. Free kick. Newtown go deep. Thought he could have killed him on that occasion, Lucy.
He did pull up a little bit.
Just pulled out, not pulled out, but just pulled up.
Yeah. Probably did the right thing because he would have put that bloke in hospital if he kept running through him.
I reckon that was Louis Highland that pumped that footy in. Nelson Brown loves it. His parents will be here. Take his boots after the game. They always come and get his boots for him.
They clean him during the week.
Yeah, they must do. Lucy at the front. I reckon Stevenson might have got that over the back. Ball's come out. Gee, it's very scrambly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Last time we were here, it was a very scrambly game. Don't let that develop.
Yes.
Yeah,
Last time we were here was an absolute disaster in the second half.
Yeah, well, Bell Park have already had 8 tackles and Newtown 5, so it wants to be a contested ball game.
Good work there from Vale with the use of the left hand. Umpire.
Another free kick.
No, that must have been a netball whistle, because I heard the whistle and everyone, I reckon they did too, because it seemed to stop. Up they go again. This time it's Lucy. There's a hold, paid, and it's on Vale. Free kick.
Drag the big man to ground.
And Fiddy.
Must have given off a little bit of an Irish cheek there on the mark.
And the umpire couldn't understand it, so he's gone, you must have said something wrong.
He's pointing to himself, wondering if it was him, Lucy. So
yeah. He's a big unit. I didn't realise he was so big.
Yeah, he's a tall fella.
He's almost as big as Nelson Brown. Ball. That's Vale. Drives it in forward. Clears the pack. Over the top. Good work here by the Newtown defenders. Condi got the handball.
Good
That's
tackle.
Michael. Rob got the handball out. Good tackle.
I'm not sure about that. He paid a high for it.
Wow.
He ducked during the tackle, and I still don't think he got him high.
It was a
even
good
there.
tackle by Hutchison.
Yeah.
Well, it should have been holding the ball.
Yep. Mitch Diamond is the recipient. He goes out wide to Cameron Lewis. Lewis looks a little bit like the bomber from last night, the forward
Josh Green,
who turned his back on play and just cost him a goal, I reckon. Ball comes into the forward 50. Picked up by Rob Condy. Handball. Bouncing. Gets it over to his mate in Hocking. Hocking's kick is intercepted. And the player that's got that, I reckon, I can't be. I've called him too many times, O'Connor. It cannot. Surely not. Is it Ian Ellie? Anyway, comes in from 45. No, it's Hutchison. Goes towards... Oh, good grab. Big fella in Garth. 2 metres out.
Just read it the best off the boot there,
did,
Garner.
mate. Yes.
Saw it was falling short and he got to the ball before anybody else did.
Just got in front of his man.
Yeah.
Good, strong dukes, and we know most of the forwards are all playing confidence. And if you get that one early, away you go. Will not miss this. 3 metres out. Bang! Straight through the middle. So there's the reply, and it's taken 10 minutes. 10 minutes 45, and Newtown had their first one in 45 seconds, so it took them 10 minutes to get it back. Jared Garth putting that one through on the Blood Toyota scoreboard. That leads, that is all square. 1 straight goal apiece. Played just ticking over 11 minutes.
Man bun counts at 3.
How long did that take?
What about headbands?
Yes.
Up? A few out there.
Headbands are up about 2 dozen.
Yeah.
Almost everyone's got a bloody headband. And Connor Joseph, number 45 for Newtown and Chilwell, has got the shiniest, brightest boots.
Well, he is the under 18 player. Yes, he's straight up from the under 18s.
Look like tennis balls, those boots.
Yes. Straight up from the kids. He is first senior game. Up they go. Bale wins this. Knocks it down. Leading in the race, but can he pick it up? I reckon that's McCartney. Can't quite. Gets tackled. Ball's in dispute. Umpire says, give it to me.
Early arrival today, Milky.
Oh, I can't believe it. He must have got dragged. He was off at 3/4 time. Obviously off at 3/4 time. Got dragged.
Must have had much of a song to sing, I reckon.
Ball comes out again. Had plenty of it, Diamond. Wrapped up in a tackle. I reckon that was McCartney, perhaps at the bottom of that pack. Coming out. No, it was Louis Highland. He's got a bit of a different tinge to his hair this year, Louis Highland. Up they go again. Fail, but Fanning has a second go. So coming in over the top. Newtown. Crashing. Gee, this pack, it must be, is it this ground where they just all get scrambled?
There are 20 players within 2 metres of the ball, and they're not even. They're usually sort of around the stoppage, but everybody's on top of the ball.
In the stoppage, almost.
Yeah.
How are you, Buzz?
Good, thank you, John.
Oh, jeez, very formal. Okay, there's been a complaint made AFL Bowen. I'm in trouble again.
Thank you.
What happened, mate? Tell us quickly. There's another ball up.
2 kicks we lost by to St Joey's.
2 kicks.
That's a good effort.
Yeah, a bit disappointing.
Whose fault was it?
No one's fault. Just couldn't quite get the job done, Barnesy, but that's all right. Seniors are off to a good start. It's funny, they conceded the first 5.
Within about 5 minutes.
Yep.
Oh, back in the middle to this game.
Dear.
Errant foot. Look at that.
Jesus.
We haven't made any commentary while we've been discussing. The ball has moved a matter of 8 metres.
But a ball come on the field and there was never any chance of impeding in play because the ball isn't going to move.
Just one thing I did pick up on the right in, Milky, was just Wilbur just might be getting a little bit too big for his boots early, but that's okay. I admire the confidence for one to go for it in amongst some rather big egos in here as Bell Park drive the ball forward, bumped away by Herbert in the headgear. Good attack from Hutchison. He was stripped of it. Bell Park have numbers streaming forward. Should be elementary from here. No. Missed by Kyle O'Connor to the near side on the snap through for a minor score.
Strange choice by O'Connor. He ran away from the goals.
Yeah. Why did he go that around the body kick?
I thought it was probably because he fumbled the ball at the start, which made him have to do the snap.
He had time to just straighten up and kick it.
Straight up kick,
he
then
ran
drop
towards the
punt.
pocket.
Should have done it though, definitely.
It's been brought back in by Rob Condy, who Milky didn't think was playing.
No, not Rob. I didn't think Michael.
Michael.
Yeah,
sorry.
he's here in front of us.
Yeah, it was one of them. He drives. That's a
two brothers here.
long kick too. That's gone the better part of 60 odd metres from Rob. Pack forms at half forward. Lynch, his kick was smothered. Falls to the back of the pack. Bell Park again with the resurgence. Kick inside 50. Really good mark. Clever mark by Zach Stanton. Had to sit and took it going back with the flight.
Stanton goes to the outer side, puts it in front of his teammate, bounces off. Good work here from Bell Park, but intercept here. Newtown back with the footy. Big Fanning bends down, dishes off the handball to nobody, but Dalton manages to get out there. Puts it into centre half forward at the back. Pudrick can't take the mark. Ball at ground level. Oh, hit the post.
Dear me.
Dangerous, Matty McMahon. He's a goal kicker. Kicked 8 2 weeks ago.
Only 10 for the season, Milky, and 8 came in one game.
Got to mark those loose. He had the sit. He has the height.
Yep.
He should have bodied up better than in that occasion.
Brought back in by Sheringham. Or Lynch. No, it wasn't Lynch. It's a free kick anyway.
No, you know who that is. That's my favourite player, Mitch Cuddill.
Why is he your favourite, Milky?
Well, that's not Mitch.
It's
That's
Todd
not him.
Stevens.
That's Todd Stevens, your favourite player. Mitch
Yes,
Cuddill. my favourite.
I did hear you debating my call from earlier in the year, but
No,
you know
that
me.
wasn't me. That wasn't me. There was the one sitting beside me said, "Have seen nothing to prove it."
No, that's all right. To be fair, I only have seen him play once, so just going off Barnes' employer, I should say, not employee. In amongst all that, it'll be a free kick to Bell Park, taken by Jackson Bright.
Hat's not bright enough for Ross Hopkins.
Anyway, I'm not sure if that was actually English, as the ball goes towards the 50.
Well, look at the height on Ross Hopkins, the trainer. Have a look at it. Matty McMahon, the goal kicker, makes his way past. Reckons he played in the ruck a couple of weeks ago too.
South Barwon are clawing him back. They're 2-3-15.
Oh,
High scoring affair.
Yeah,
He's
he's always there.
13 points
Just
behind.
when you think Pup's gone to sleep, he just wakes you up. Yeah, it's out of side, so I got it, Buzz. That's all right. Spinning ball, up they go. Vale wins that one, then goes back to get it at ground level. Needs to dish out the handball and does. They stack on his teammate there. I reckon that's Paddy Bright at the bottom of that pack. Apparently, very good at the karaoke scene.
Karaoke king.
Yes.
Just might have confronted me a couple of weekends ago about the parents might have not known.
Yeah. Oh, that's gold. That one. It's your mate Stevenson, I reckon, that shoved that forward. Garth got an opponent there in Hocking.
Good tackle.
Good tackle there. They're working well. Rounds is up in the forward line. That's Newtown to just throw a boot at it, and I reckon he's missed the footy.
He's pinned him for
He's
holding the
pinned him for
ball.
holding it, yep.
Rounds
Herbert.
does rest forward regularly, Milky. If you'd read
Yep.
today's Geelong Addy, it was in a fantastic article about it.
Harry Dalton down in the back line too, boys.
Read the Addy.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
Fantastic article. Can't remember which page, but it was excellent.
When are you going to do an article on me? Ian Alley on the boundary line.
Oh, good
I reckon
roast.
he's nailed it. Oh. Went darn close.
I did have a read, Barnesy. Some of your better work.
Good to have somebody in my corner.
Also, you might have missed Milky Barnesy's big feature on Darcy Troop out here this afternoon. I think it was last week, or if not the week before. Just
Chocolate Man.
Chocolate Man was a good piece. I'd recommend it to you, Milky. If
Chocolate Man. What's the reference there?
You had to read the article.
mate,
That's
yeah.
why you got to read it, Milky.
No.
You miss out on these things, Milky, if you don't read the
time.
news.
I don't get time. I'm bloody kids' sport all Saturday morning, and I'm over it just quietly. I've had a bloody gut full of it.
Ball's on the outer side in amongst all this. As a stoppage ball comes out the back. Bell Park with the numbers once more. O'Leary got his handball over. Strong tackle.
Ooh.
Really strong tackle. Is that a play or a ball up? Take a
free
pick.
kick.
Holding the ball.
Free kick, in fact.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was a strong tackle. I'm trying to pick up who it was from Newtown who laid the tackle and the recipient of the free kick too.
That's Highland, I reckon, with the... It's just got the weird head going.
Just looks brown to me, Milky.
Yeah.
Anyway, kicks on his left foot to half forward. No, big Padraig was up high.
Padraig.
No mark. Kick just tumbling forward from Barnesy's man Troop. Strong tackle from Lockie McCartney. Look out for him this afternoon. The ball will be thrown up just outside the paint of 50 out of side.
Man Bun Kent's now 4. Buzz was a late entry.
Yep.
Up they go again. It was Vale and Padraig as the ball comes over from Johnson. Finishes up with Rounds. Goes to his teammate Bedard. Oh, Nelson
yeah,
Brown
I know.
nearly cleaned up his own teammate. He goes across. Ball's finished up with Stanton. Spears one into the middle. Just a really good grass pick up there from Cameron Lewis.
Yeah.
Gives off the handball. It's coming back though.
Oh, it's on here again,
it's
Milky in the
Jack
middle. I'll
O'Bright.
watch it. I'll watch
You
it.
keep an eye on the fight. Jack O'Bright's got it at centre half forward. Spears a pass in to the Dancing King.
Karaoke king.
Karaoke King, and
Karaoke
also
King.
Dancing Queen, I was going to say.
Still
Probably,
got-
that's
still
probably
got-
the number he sings.
This
I would have
is
thought.
a decent dust-up, Milky.
Yeah, it's
In
still
the middle
going
of the
in the
ground,
middle.
Rob Condy in there got stomped on. I saw it. He was on the ground and just copped a nice stomp to the lower leg. Wasn't impressed in any way, shape or form. All broken up now, unfortunately.
Yeah. Ball goes through as we're all discussing all of that, and it's the Brights, the Karaoke King in Paddy Bright, who pops one through after receiving a really good laces-out kick from Jack O'Bright.
There's the orange flags as well
Yep.
from the
Yeah.
umpire.
Oh, he's all over everything.
Yeah.
He's all over everything.
Well, he dug himself a hole early, Wilbur, so he's got to perform today.
So on the
Yeah, got to redeem himself.
Yeah.
Blood Turtle score,
On
but
the
it's
edge of selection.
2-2-14 Bell Park. They lead Newtown 1-1-7.
Grovedale 2-2-14 over North Shore 1-2-8.
Good contest at Alberta Reserve. Bit riding
Yeah.
on that for the
North
Seagulls.
Shore got the first few scoring shots too.
Ball back in the middle, not going far once more. And it'll be thrown up not far from the centre circles. So just 7 points the margin on the Blood Toyota scoreboard. Very contested opening to this contest. Two good teams on the rise in season 2017. Quick kick came from Lockie McCartney, didn't go far. Thumped forward Newtown again with the numbers. Here's Horan on the outer side. Kicks to half forward, wasn't his best. Thumped away from Baxter. And out of play, 60 out from home.
Oh, Baxter just copped one from his opponent after he... that was your man, the chocolate man. Just gave him a bit of a whack. Nick Rewalt style. A couple of weeks ago, spinning ball out of side. Oh, there's your man, Stevenson. Just knocks it down to Fanning. Picked up by... That's the good Sheringham. Just a big kick, though. Nelson Brown goes back. Just paddles the ball back. Picked up there by Knott. What can he do? Goes to ground. Handball, the loose handball comes out. Paddy Brown's followed it up. Nelson Brown, rather, not Paddy Brown. Matty McMahon's right in there. He dishes off the handball to Cody Grant. Leads in the race. Goes with the left. Just a little chip kick. Oh, real good contest. Play on the umpire. Joseph with his first touch. Then it gets a Falcon off the top of the head. Benstead comes over the top to Hutchison. Hutchison at half-back. Goes into looking for Paddy Bright. Really good kick. Takes the mark. Plays on. Tries to put it out in front of and does. Got one. Little slap that finished up, hit him in the face with the footy. And Jared Love, as we know the last time we hit, does like a goal, this boy.
Absolutely.
Yes, he'll be planning that celebration with his little weird kicking style.
Yes. It's because he's got a tattoo on his right leg. So he's a lot of out of balance.
Yeah, I don't think that would be the reason.
I'm just trying to help out. So he's straight in front. Oh, man on the mark is probably 45 out. Weird ass kicking style comes in. Doesn't make the distance. Go! Really good grab over the top. And he lines up for his second.
Be dirty on that one, Newton. There wasn't really anybody on Garth. He
No,
had a free
just
run.
floated in, really, didn't he?
Yeah. It's strange. There wasn't a ruckman on the line either.
Hocking was the man under the footy. I think he was a bit surprised that Garth ended up flying for it.
So he kicked the last one from 3 metres out, Buzz. So he comes in to get his second. Goal umpire does a little bit of work, but I reckon it's gone straight through. Yeah. And he gets his second, and Bell Park's third. They go to 3-20, and they lead Newtown 1-1-7. After Newtown getting the first goal in the first 45 seconds, Buzz.
Yep.
The headband count is...
Hang on, Dixie.
Interestingly,
what
all
about
of
in the
them with
commentary
Newtown.
box? What's the old man bun
I've already done
ponytail
He's already
type?
done that. You haven't been listening,
Perhaps
obviously.
wasn't listening, was I?
No.
Might have been asleep at that
Jeez.
particular
Yep,
stage.
I think you might have tuned
The old,
out.
pup, the old pup might have started talking, I might have switched off.
It was only a short 5 minutes ago.
Switch you off in a moment.
He has that ability too, Milky,
Yes.
so tread carefully. Lucy won the hit out for Newtown. Have the numbers at ground level. They can't quite extract it. Strong tackle on Matty McMahon. He was going nowhere. And then all the numbers come in. And we'll do it all again at the back of the centre square or the front, whichever way you want to look at it.
Depends which
Bit
way you
more
go.
on
Park
Tussle
attacking
too.
side. Thrown up quickly. Geez, Vale was knocked to the ground. Strong hit on Condi at the back of the contest. Ball at ground level. Dalton probably in the back against Benstead. Nothing doing
Yeah.
though. Vale then ridden into the ground in the back. No, missed again by
Yeah.
the umpire. A couple of
Horan
50-50
sat on him,
calls.
didn't he? Horan
Yeah.
just actually sat on his back.
Great hit by Love on Michael Condi there as he got the kick away. You could hear that one from here.
Yeah. Oh, there's your man, Stevenson. Knocks it down. Free kick
Yeah.
for a hold on Horan. Tim Horan has it right in front of the Kicks commentary truck, which is opposite the Street Surfer bus, boys. They used to call out of that a few years ago. Ball comes up.
Oh, it's Falcon.
It's a Falcon. It comes out to Baxter by hand. Dishes off Johnson.
Oh, dear.
It's gone
It's
straight
gone
off
backwards.
the side. It's like a wedge shot that's got so much backspin on it. It's going towards the boundary line. Picked off by... Who's that that kicked that out in the full and punched his fist? Was the Bell Park player in Tom O'Leary, because he put it over the fence.
Not the best passage of play you'll see.
No,
So it'll be Cam Lewis to bring
Yep.
it back in. from around 60 out. Just a high ball. Bell Park, the numbers. Is the mark taken? Is it going to be paid? Everyone waits. Is it going to be thrown up or paid a mark? Umpire says he'll throw it up.
No, paid the mark.
No, and then he... I thought he
I
signalled...
reckon he got talked into that.
I thought he signalled a ball up.
I reckon he got talked into it.
I reckon you might be right, Milky. 2 Bell Park players flew.
Yes.
It was a mark to one of them.
Yep.
Can't really give it a ball up. So right decision in
Johnson
the end.
stopped his attempt at the mark, so that's why he let it go for his teammate.
Strange one. Kick turnover though, so it doesn't really matter. Big Padraig marks long way from home. Better part of 70 metres or so, maybe even further. He looks up. Oh, it's a funny looking kick. Real low trajectory and easy for Ben Johnson to swoop in. Couple of X-Cats. Switches wide. Goes very wide. Probably didn't need to go that wide to Lockie Patton, but he has time to assess and just chip over the top nice and easy. Kyle O'Connor has runners, but just decides to go longer still to Paddy Bright, who's just got his own paddock at the moment. They're playing through him and doing a nice job. Paddy Bright chisels one to half forward towards his brother, who tries to turn his man inside out. They might be on here still. Jacko Bright tucked into the boundary, goes a little dribble end over. Definite contender! Definite contender! United Fuels goal of the day, thank you!
Look here, boys, while all that was going on, Matty McMahon absolutely limped past us.
Cannot walk.
Cannot walk.
I reckon he got a knee to his own knee, I reckon. Buckled it.
Let's put that down and will not be beaten, boys. Forget it. Forget about the nominations.
Surely it could be.
Forget about the nominations. That just wins.
They were men in the goal
from the
square and he kicked
boundary.
it through them.
He kicked it underneath him.
Yeah, 2 players jumped over it. It was like, but what was that game where you weren't allowed to be hit by poison ball? That was like poison footy. Jump out, get out of the way of it. So on the Blood Toyota scoreboard, 4-2-26 Bell Park. Oh, really?
He's very ginger.
Yeah, 1-1-7.
Maybe wrong.
Corky, I reckon. The ball comes out. Mitch Cuttle, hard as a cat's head. Mitch Cuttle goes down. Bright again. Jacko. Garth gives it back to him.
That was a
He
throw,
just
Milky.
absolutely threw it to him. Jacko Bright, handball into the goal square. Tries to get around. Not. Bang.
Oh,
no.
no.
Touch.
Oh,
Oh, he passed it. It was past the parcel between Garth and Jackson Bright. There was no
much.
way there was a handball.
Too
The
much,
umpire would have called a short pass if that was
too much
netball.
throwing in
The kick
out
wide,
in any
Herbert.
footy these days.
Drops one he should have taken. Easy chest mark. And then the numbers for Bell Park arrive, not before the ball triggers out of play.
Garth actually a little bit unlucky not to get a free kick there because just hold him while he's
hold him
attempting
back.
to pick the footy up.
6-goal margin out of Leopold. Disappointing, I would think.
Oh, you wanted more?
Yeah.
So the
I
ball
was
will
expecting
be,
3 figures by now.
ball will be tossed in just outside the pain of 50 for Bell Park. Lucy patted it down to himself in the end and then kicks Johnson's the extra number. Or mark. No, he doesn't. Drops a chest mark that he would take in his sleep just about. Lynch on the outer side. Mops up. And kicks a high up and under footy inside 50. Garth nudged under it. Ball at ground level, not attacked
Should
it
have given
hard.
it off.
Should have given, then snaps. It's a weird looking spirally ball at full. Paddy
Oh,
Bright.
he
The
got one
karaoke
too.
king bounces off his chest. Can he turn Nelson Brown? No, he can't because he runs out of play, out of space. Going to be thrown in 20 around from the behind post.
Too easy. Chest marks dropped there from Bell Park.
yeah.
Might be something on the ball. They can't be doing that because Jared Garth couldn't get a hand on it before he threw it. It must have slipped. Ball comes out. Good, just a handball straight over the head. Comes to Nelson Brown. He's wrapped up in the tackle straight away. McCartney gets his handball out the back. Oh, ball finish. Oh, and 50.
that's 50.
That is an auto 50 there for Cameron Lewis.
And no complaint either.
Nah.
It's usually a giveaway.
And against
Yeah.
your man. It was against your man, Toddy.
I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, it was against Toddy. The recruit of the year in the GFL, apparently.
Well, when he wins the award, Milky, don't.
Do they have an award?
Don't
Yeah,
come. Well, they do now.
The only one way that Buzz is going to vote on it. Oh, good mark. Pound for pound, the best mark in the GFL, this bloke, for his size.
Always been superb overhead, hasn't he?
Isn't he? Just clean. Ball finishes up. I reckon that's Baxter in the back pocket. Goes across ground to Lynch, who's in the other back pocket. The guy who apparently teaches but would rather watch basketball. Goes across to Johnson. Johnson heads down to Bright. Oh, good work here from Ian Alley. Comes straight off the bench. Got Garth standing on his own, but he kicks his among and just missed him. Ball comes out, looking for Rob Condy. Condy, little spearing kick. Goes to his teammate there. I reckon that's Jacob Sharp. Straight down the guts he goes. And there he is again. Tim Sheringham takes a good mark in defence.
It's going to be a long day for Newtown if Bell Park allowed those loose men.
Yeah, they're allowing one or two spares at any time going forward. Really got to do something about that. Lynch will take a mark, has to stretch and wait. No, he's bundled over and then dropped the mark. Nearly impeded. Ball anyway is going to be thrown up in amongst all at the half forward.
Kyle O'Connor's been watching too much telly. As soon as he was touched, he threw the head back.
Newtown just been doing too much hack kicks, I reckon, and Bell Park have been a lot more composed.
Fanning trying to get a hand to it. Thumped clear by McCartney. To no great advantage. 2-on-2 contest at ground level. Oh, that's nearly a free kicker in the back. Yeah, it is as the siren goes. That's all elementary now. Bell Park have started the better of the two sides. The what do we have? The Blood Toyota scoreboard,
mate.
Milky, at quarter time reads 4-3-27 Bell Park. Newtown just the one goal. The first goal of the afternoon, 1-1-7.
I'm just watching.
So a 20-point margin. I might duck out, Milky, and go to the huddle and see.
All right,
what's going
fantastic.
on.
Good work, Buzz. Just to keep an eye on Matty McMahon to see where he's at, because he's a massive
Print it off here right in front of us.
right in front of the old kick commentary truck. Umpire holds it aloft to start this. Newtown trail by 20 points. Up they go. Vale and Fanning. Vale wins that one. Then it's knocked back to him. Ball comes, Rounds is in there. He tries to get hold of it. Trying to crash his way through there was Sharp for Newtown. Ball's at ground level. A quick handball come out. Lynch tries to chop it off. Picked up by Patton. Patton sends Bell Park into attack. Jackson Bright. Oh, just hangs on. Plays on immediately. Then gets tackled by Nelson Brown. Gornsky, says the umpire. And a free kick to Nelson Brown.
Great rundown by Nelson Brown. Looked like Jackson Bright was away for all money then.
Yeah.
Drives it a long way. Goes very deep over the head of Lucy. Lynch and Sheringham sorted out amongst themselves. Wheeling around as Tyler Stack to get back on his right foot. Bright up high.
Is he
Judged
having a
it
good
best.
day?
He's getting in behind the defence quite often,
Yeah,
right?
finding himself in some space, not getting sucked up, and then drives one to the hot spot.
Oh.
Flyers wanted, ball at ground level, dished off by a little candy by Jackson Bright was nice. Garth in a paddock, goes left foot snap, well smothered by Hocking, then puts his head over it as well. Did really well, did Braden Hocking. Ball does come out, it does, to the back of the pack. Cleared quickly now. There's a foot race on. Bell Park should win. They have the 2-on-1 outnumber, and they find it now. Dancing this way and that. Lovely, clever kick from O'Connor, and finds Lockie Patton.
Gee, don't the little blokes stick together?
Tucked in right on the boundary. He's about 40 out. Doesn't look overly confident, but in the end, told to go back and take the shot. Still doesn't look like he's lining anything up. No, he might be. He'll come in and kick from just about 40. Left foot ball. Always pushed it
Yep.
out of side.
We've seen the ball sort of fading across the face already today from that pocket. Might be tough to kick a goal all day.
So Rob Condy to do the kick out. He noticed he kicked 160 with the slight breeze. We'll see how far he goes against it, or whether he'll just chip it to a teammate. See what his philosophy is. So it's just a little chip, as I might have thought. Finds his teammate there in McCartney, one of Buzz's favourites.
Oh, is he?
Similar hairdo. Lachlan McCarthy. Well, you made a comment about watch what he's going to be
Same
plenty of it. McMahon tries to wear the bump, comes down to Diamond, dishes off by hand by Nelson Brown, comes back, finishes up with Hocking, goes down the line. There's the chocolate boy, gets a fist on it though. Go for the footy, son. Goes to Rounds, just looking for his teammates. Condy almost gets hands on it. Nelson Brown been good back there. Gets it across to Michael Condy. Can he pick it up? Yes, he can. Met by Tyler Stack.
don't know
Got
about
him too
that.
high, says the umpire. Plays on immediately, Buzz.
Yeah, it goes quickly. Lewis had to stretch at full stretch. Make that out of that what you will. His kick isn't great though. Going towards Lucy and just trickles out of play. Meant to say, don't know if Matty picked up on this or not, so forgive me if he has, but Tommy Herbert has got a man bun under his helmet. Not sure if he picked that up. Matty.
That's special.
I just noticed up close in the huddle, he's just got a little protruding bun out the back of the helmet.
Well, that's a double. That's a double.
Takes some doing.
Yes, it does.
Toss back in. Fanning and Vale go to battle. Ball straight at their feet and be tossed up again. So just the one score in this term. Going the way of the Dragons. Had the ascendancy in the first quarter. Newtown would desperately love a goal. Here, Malthouse ripped off it. Now the ball finds out the back. It's Chincotta. Left foot snapping ball intercepted by Stack. Then tries to go 1-2 with Rounds. Put himself under a lot of pressure. Just tumbles one forward. Will it be chopped off? It will be eventually. Well done at ground level by Mitchy Diamond. It's a strong tackle and holding the footy Way too long, is it?
Yep.
Right again.
Jacko Bright this time. Jackson Bright goes to centre half back. Finds his mate. He's been really good so far, O'Connor. Kyle O'Connor peels off. Gives it to Baxter. Coming out the grandstand.
Oh, dear. Oh, boy. What was that?
There was no one else within 5 metres, and he's just seen the Irishman and said,
Wow.
I want to see how you kick, Padraig.
Big Padraig had to look around wondering if there was anybody there.
Just
Dear me.
uncontested mark. You put that one down for uncontested because there weren't no Bell Park players there.
Wow.
Straight off to the eye doctor for Baxter. So we're good. We're looking right over the top of Lucy's shoulder. Oh, he goes out to the right, but comes
Perfect.
back
Nice
beautifully
arc
on the
in.
breeze.
Straight to the middle.
Straight through the middle, Padraig, Lucy, and as you said, they've earned that buzz.
Yep.
Newtown. So they're
Certainly
second,
needed
2-1-13 on the Corio Bay Health Group scoreboard. They trail Bell Park 4-4-28.
Saw Barnesy yesterday. I'm sure it caught your news radar. Said
did.
still holds aspirations of earning himself an AFL contract in the
Yep.
future, Big Padraig.
Yep, lovely little story there from Alex Oates in the Addy.
See, this is
If
the
he gets
sort of,
if he gets that
stuff
sort of
we do,
treatment from the
Milky.
opposition, he'll be right back in the AFL. I think. Pretty handy getting kicks,
Absolutely.
opposition kicks inside your own forward 50.
His 8th goal of the GFL season. Padraig Lucy switching his time between the ruck and the forward line. It was really done by Knott, and then I think he just kicked a space. It'll work in the end though. Chased after his own footy, gets it back too, and they run it in numbers. Well done by Bell Park. Now the footy with Alford. It's a tumbling, funny looking ball. But guard! Protected the space, took it on his chest. A big chest it is too. And Marks 35 out, slight angle that suits the left footer.
He looks like he's come to play today, Big Jared.
Yes,
He looks pretty dangerous.
Yep.
Bit of a feeling about him when he's walks around. He looks like he's running around with a bit of purpose today.
Yep.
Got a good angle here. Yes or no?
Left. It'll go to the left post and peel back towards the right.
The leading goal kicker in the GFL by a long way. He's 19 goals
Oh,
ahead of the next
Milky, you are a
best. Make it
genius.
20. It wobbled through, but it was straight through.
The strike path was the way I was talking about. Woof. Went from left to right. And Bell Park, quick answer. Really quick answer. 5-4-34 on the Corio Bay Health Group scoreboard. They lead Newtown 2-1-13.
54 goals for the season now, Milky. Some
Wow.
sort of return from the big man.
Colac with a 16-point lead now.
6 early inside 50s as well for Bell Park this quarter. They had 15 last quarter to Newtown's 13.
Just trying to read your message for it went out, but it was still...
Not for your eyes, Milky, that one.
Yeah, from the bride. Was it from the bride? Fanning gets it, knocks it down rounds, gets her hands on it. Michael Condy comes out to Lewis. Dish by McMahon, back to Michael Condy. No, I'm sorry, that's not Michael Condy. I reckon that's
He's looking
Diamond.
like, though.
Yes, Diamond. Comes back to Sincotta. He goes into the pocket. Oh, he just
Yeah, you got to
He
free
got
that
a
one.
free kick.
troop. The chocolate.
back.
What do you call him? Chocolate man?
Chocolate
Chocolate
man.
boy or whatever it is? Chocolate man?
Link's chocolate man.
Okay. I'm sure there's a connection there, but...
Well, maybe if you read the fantastic articles I produce each and every week, Milky.
Yes.
I haven't got
Saturday-
time, as I
Saturday
said,
mornings.
these damn kids got to come all up. Look,
Read a paper while you're watching
I
the
do,
footy.
I do. How dare you say that? Oh, God, you know what happened? I'd pick it up for 2 seconds, get caught. I saw you. You weren't watching me. Jeez, in comes Troop in the pocket. Oh, he's just too much right to left on that one and goes through for a minor score.
Only one goal the difference over at McDonald Reserve now.
Wow.
Oh, there we go.
Wow.
Must be
Did say it was going
the
to be a
breeze
lot
has gone
closer.
down there, pup.
It has.
That breeze is following you every week, pup.
Did notice in the St Joey's warm-up had a few younger names. Spindley Spyro was still out there. Matt Bird for his second
Matty
senior
Bird.
game. Jack Buckley also out there. So
Matty Bird, my work colleague, took him to Mount.
is he
Yep. Working and going to Milky Ute every 2 days this week.
Milky you.
Yep.
some form of punishment? Nelson Brown dropped the mark. Might have been fisted away from him. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Herbert, who has tucked a man bun underneath his helmet, might even just be a protective casing for the man bun. Might have no other
No other purpose.
Neat.
no other
Yeah.
purpose other than just to
Yep.
keep it tied up and
Yep.
nice and neat.
So he's ready to go out tonight. Just takes the helmet off, and there we go.
We doesn't mind the beer either. Tossed up, out of side. Didn't say that.
Oh, yes, you did.
No, Barnesy should keep his mouth shut in situations like that. Bernstead attacked it nicely and then drives it as long and far as he can. Two Newtown players
Straight under the
got on
bus,
the way of
Barnesy.
each other,
Yes,
and
yeah.
now they're away. Hocking, Garth wanted the ball out the back. Hocking playing in front.
Yeah.
Took the intercepting mark, diving down low.
So Hocking it is, out of sight,
yeah.
or misses his targets, gives over to Highland, over to Rob Condy, goes through the centre corridor. Big, looking for the big Padraig.
Oh, he
one
just
Duke!
wheels it in.
Oh,
with one
one
hand.
Duke!
Mark it down.
Mark it down.
Looked like he wasn't even meaning to. It just fell in his hand.
Big Padraig just puts the one Duke out. Same distance as the last one, so distance certainly won't be an issue. Kick from about 45. And the last one went through goal post height.
Kicked it beautifully last time
Yes,
too.
so this one should go at the right-hand post and just peel back. Goes out there. Is it going to peel back? I reckon it has. Yeah, just follow my instructions, you little Irishman, and we'll be going okay, Patrick.
Oh dear.
Ketsy's second. Migoshi Migura.
Sends a bit of chill down your spine, doesn't it? Mate?
No good.
So 3 goals. Dearie me. 3 goals to 20 Newtown. Trail Bell Park 5-4-34 on the Cryo Bay Health Group scoreboard.
Not sure if you've noticed, Wilbur, but usually Milky's wheels start to fall off in the second half. He's gone. I think they've just a couple of wheel nuts have loosened early.
I said while you were
in
out
the
there,
first half.
I'm no good when I don't have a drink. I didn't have a drink last night.
I think you're physically here, but mentally nowhere.
That's what
Ball
happens.
brought to ground. Bell Park win the clearance, a vital clearance. Bright had to stretch, couldn't take the mark. Garth attacks it with Hocking. Hocking paddled it back to Brown. Handball intercepted though from the man I mentioned by Ian Alley, who's just ripped off it by Brown. Good little contest, and he's tackled without the footy, but no free kick according to the umpire. The ball's stuck at half forward. It eventually trickles out and out of play right on the outer side, just inside 50, 45 around for the Dragons.
Kirsten Becky's fired up the heater. I'm very disappointed.
Smart.
As the ball comes in, there was some sort of hold there. Fanning was showing his hands like he'd been... so someone's hanging on to him, and he got a free kick out of it. He goes into the pocket to his teammate there in Hocking.
High running here.
Yeah. Oh, we just said someone put off the footy here. Drops what he should have taken. He then goes back and gets it. Good use. Elliott tries to crash his way through. He's set upon. Umpire says that's okay. Ball it up right in front of the kicks commentary truck.
Stanton it was who broke away and made the play there, running hard, and the kick just let him down. He would have been out over the back.
So we'll have that ball up. Fanning and Vale. Really good duel so far, the two big boys. Vale wins it, slaps it down. Ian Elliott overruns it. Jackson Bright gives it over to his teammate. That's Smith. Can he get it forward? He does, but it's just wide of everybody and goes straight over the boundary line.
Harry Smith just fumbling at a vital moment. If he'd taken that ball cleanly, might have been away through on goal. So 14 points to margin on the Corio Bay Health Group scoreboard. Second term, we have played nearly 12 minutes. Tossed in a nice though in two. Milky will appreciate that. Fanning won it down out the back of the contest, but
does
nothing
have a good arm on him. It's
a real slim shot.
Ones,
real slim shot from. He is a very small young man, but has a good arm on him, which is the main thing. Fanning convincingly down to ground level. Stacks on the mill here, very contested as Wilbur told us in the first term. Really strong tackle by Lockie McCartney from Newtown, then brings him to ground too. Really nice out holding the footy. Probably a free kick more for effort than anything.
It's rewarding the tackler, I suppose, but there wasn't any prior opportunity there.
No, true, but a strong tackle it was from Lockie McCartney. So he'll take the free kick in the back half, his own back half. Went to go one way, then went the other. Played on around the man on the mark and then drives it long over the head of Troop. No, that was it. Darcy Troop it was.
Yeah.
Should back myself in, but gave away the free kick.
Got scores for Newcombe Ammos. Ammos is 7-7-49 over Newcombe, one behind.
There's only 21, that's how I missed him.
He couldn't find the person that wasn't out there.
I went through, I've been going through it. I've been quiet. Been going through who have I missed. I've actually missed Michael Cundy because he's not on the list.
And
Sorry, Michael.
Thompson out to a 46-point lead.
Fanning gets a handball, dishes it off. They're in a Rob Condy probably should have picked that one up as Harry Smith tries to get through. Matty McMahon geez, he has a crack. Love watching him play footy. Good pick up here. That's a chocolate man, isn't it?
No,
Shinkotta. Puts it out in front of the Irishman. Wish it was the chocolate man. Could have gone to the Irishman. Oh, he gone. He just let it go. Good tackle by Baxter. And free kick going your way as he goes out the other side to Benny Johnson.
It's been handy down back, Justin Baxter.
Yeah.
Really cementing himself in the senior side. Kick from Johnson to the opposite back pocket to Lynch. Assesses the options. Not much going for him, so he plays on, tries to dance around Dalton. Couldn't quite, so forced to kick quickly. Brown over the top. That's a really good stretch.
Who is it? Come on, Buzz. You know who it is. It's your man. It's Toddy.
My man,
It's
Milky.
Toddy.
That's just, he has the stickiest hands going around. Kick wasn't great, no.
Oh,
It
just,
favoured
they're having a good
Bright in
day.
the end. Jackson Bright, the two Brights have been prolific
Yep.
off either half-forward flank. Chiselling ball, nicely done.
You know,
Well done.
You know we're playing for the Bright Cup today.
Jared Lovey, sorry, Milky, with the ball, took the mark. Why would that be the Bright Cup, Milky?
Because we have Terry Bright at Newtown, and
we
we
do
have
too.
Michael Bright here at his son here at Bell Park.
Yep.
Former Newtown captain. Oh,
Oh, and he
goes back to the man.
inboard, and why wouldn't you?
Oh, to Toddy Stevenson. He's only marked it. He's only 58 metres out, so this will be a walk in the park.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure why you're attacking me just for your opinion, but that's okay.
We're not attacking you. We're on your side.
You can't not kick it to him. He's the best recruit in the
That's it.
AFL.
I think hey boys, I'm telling you,
You watch this smash into the back of the net. In he comes from 58 metres out. Goes bang. Doesn't quite
Toddy.
get there. At the back, it's Hocking. Oh, I thought he was going to walk that over the line. He doesn't.
Oh, dear.
Decides to play and puts his teammate under an enormous pressure. Rounds, goes with a lefty to the top of the square. Oh, they nearly murdered this as the ball's still in dispute. 4-on-1. The handball comes out wide. They put each other under enormous pressure. It's that McCartney comes out to Condi.
Oh, Chocky.
Chocky just let another little rip go in. He doesn't mind hitting him in the back. As the ball comes down the line from Horan to nobody in particular. Benny Johnson mops up. Dishes off.
Here we go.
Jacob
Oh,
Sharp. He could run all the
This
way.
will be goal of the year, Milky. This will be goal of the year.
Has two bounces. He's had his second, then goes towards goal. It is bouncing towards
It was going.
typical school teacher. Chris Lynch chops it off.
That
There's
would
no
have
fun in
been
school teachers.
Goal of the year. Intercepted a handball on centre wing and then ran it the whole way. Had no one in between he and the goal.
Baxter
Now
was
look at
providing some big pressure, though.
Now look at the transition. My boy, Lockie Patton hands were magnificent to half forward. Good pick up by Ian Alley. They tried to feed it forward, but intercepted, broke down.
Well
and it'll be
mentioned
tossed in.
by Pup. That was an excellent chase by Baxter. He could have given that one up, but he didn't allow him to run that one in and have a good, clean look at the goals.
Well, I'm pumped up.
Yeah, the old pup. He's not just a pretty face.
Could figure in the votes later in Pup's votes.
Yeah,
Who
for
knows?
sure. God. Who knows? Matty McMahon feeds a handball out. Ball's still at ground level. The umpires don't mind letting it go. That's really good. Timmy Horan on hands and knees. Tries to force it out. Tackling going really well. Patton at the bottom of that pack. The ball somehow finds its way out. Now they pull out a free kick, or are they going to ball it up? There's Timmy Horan, very slow to get up. Umpire balls it up out on the outer side. You can have that one, Buzz. Oh,
Fair enough.
Come out
Tumbled
too quick.
forward, Alfred to Ian Alley. Gee, hasn't gone 15
No,
metres.
That was my man, Mitchy Cuddle, got that forward.
Was it? Excuse
So
me.
I like him a lot.
A lot of my man's going on.
No, he's the hardest man
It's a
out
half
there.
forward, Bright. Gives away a free kick, surely.
In the back.
Yeah, ignored by the
Do you
other.
remember we went
I
out
think
to
he did
watch
pay
Jason
it.
Davenport? For only reason we went to North Shore to watch Jason Davenport, and within the first minute, Mitch Cuddle had stomped on his hand.
That is true.
And that's who it was.
Herbert takes the free kick from in the back against Bright. He's uncontested mark
Yeah.
in the end from Benstead. No other flyers for Newtown. Benstead goes over the top. No real match-up for him today, I don't think. Sort of just floating around wherever he wants to be. So slow and steady this from the Dragons, just trying to find the right option. Kick inside 50. Bright at the back of the contest. Hoped for it. Condi though. Or the two Condis combined in the end.
The third one.
Where is it there when they got to sort it out? McMahon was sold down the river. Fanning coughed it up by hand. The
River
ball's at
Fanning.
centre half forward. Now there's a whistle,
Where's
and
that?
it's going to the Dragons. Be taken by Jared Love. He goes quickly, wheels on his left boot. Nicely in kick. Garth couldn't extend the hands, then runs through Condi. Gives away a high tackle, and it'll be going to Michael Condi.
Michael Condi, just a little bit of a height advantage against Garth there. Garth went to tackle him. You heard the groans. Wobbly kick towards Braden Hocking. And Braden Hocking. He picked it up the
Gee
shin.
whiz.
Lynch should have marked that. But it goes off the ground, goes Tim Sheringham, the good Sheringham. He's hit Mitch Cuddle in the head. Best spot to hit Mitch Cuddle because you will not hurt him in the noggin.
I think it was more than
It
midriff.
was right
Milky.
in the bread basket.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound as good. God's sake, you kids.
It is radio.
Yeah, that's right. Fanning smashes it over, trying to get his way through there with Cameron Lewis, and umpire says stacks on. And I'm guessing, I can't even see, but I reckon that's Matty McMahon at the bottom. No, it isn't.
No.
Damn, wrong.
Horan.
34 plays 21. Cry Bay Health Group scoreboard going the way of the Dragons. Jeez, that kick's gone directly sideways
I'm sorry, the boot.
from McCartney.
Torpy.
And the ball
Wow.
out of play just forward of centre wing on this broadcast side. We have played, well, according to the scoreboard, we've played 40 seconds. That is not true. Good time for me to cross to it.
Yeah.
I'd say we're
Yeah.
around the 20-minute mark or so. But just a guess. I think the throwing was a bit short. So they'll
I like that.
redo it again.
I
Absolutely.
do like it when they do that. It's just and it's no go and cook at anyone.
No.
Just
Yeah.
do it again.
In
Yeah.
between the interchange gates. Much better. Well done, young man. One down. Ball at ground level. Knott was nudged off it and then attacks Chincotta with some vigour. And gets rid of him. Mighty is awfully near the
Nearly
concrete,
he's
man.
going to pay a free kick. I
And
agree with that.
The non-officiating umpires
Yeah, no,
paid it
I
for
agree
a
with
sling
that.
Dangerous
afterwards.
tackle.
Dangerous after the ball's gone over the
Yeah.
boundary line.
Yeah.
There's no need to do
And
that.
it was rather near the footpath.
Yep.
So probably the
No
right
issues with
call.
that at all.
So Chincotta with the footy. Kicks from outside the boundary between the interchange gates to half forward. No one can mark. Ball falls to ground level. Taken again
here he
all
goes.
over the top. Dalton in the forward pocket. Has a man onto the goal square and dribbled home. It was Cody Grant
Yeah.
with the elementary goal, and Newtown playing a nice little quarter of footy here. They move on to 4-3-27 on the Cry Bay Health
7-point
Group
ball game.
scoreboard. Bell Park 5-4-34.
And a minute 58 gone. Well, you reckon I'm losing it? I tell you what, this is the longest minute 58 I've ever had anything to do with.
Well set up by Jacob Sharp there,
Yep.
roving the pack. He's had a
Yeah.
lively few minutes, Sharp, running on down that flank.
Just shows you give them a chance, these Newtown boys. They'll run and run and run.
Yes.
I think it's just been the clearances this quarter for Newtown that's got him back in this game.
So we're back in there. Vale jumps early, but he has given away.
Given it
Oh,
away.
free kick.
Dear, oh
There's
dear.
your man, goes towards goal. Oh,
Oh,
getting back
what a
and
mark.
taking a good mark. I don't think anyone knew what was going on there. I didn't. That's for
No.
damn sure. Hocking comes out. Oh, good spoil by Knott. Comes down to Paddy Bright. Wobbly old kick
Look
to
at
Garth.
that.
Does he take the mark? Play on, says the umpire. Dishes off the handball. Rob Condy. His hand doesn't come off the middle of the ball, but Matty McMahon's there.
Oh.
Off a step. What a cracking
And the
little goal from
celebration
Jared
too.
Love.
Just a bit of double cobras there from Joe
double
Love.
cobra.
He loves a goal.
There we go, Wilbur.
Loves a goal.
Push through with it, Wilbur. I thought you were on the right
Yeah, I
track.
thought he was
Bit
coming
more-
somewhere.
Bit more conviction,
Are
Wilbur.
you going somewhere?
No.
He's got nothing. He just throws it in and then just thinks, now what do I do? So on the Cryo
Okay,
Bay Health
I've
Group
got
scoreboard,
something there.
hang on, 6-4-40, Bell Park. Bounce back with a quick one, 4-3-27, 13-point margin here.
What have you got for us, Wilbur?
It's Bell Park's 15th inside 50 to Newtown's 8.
Leopold 10-7-67 over Lara 3-3-21.
Interesting that seeing as Newtown's probably had the better of this quarter on the scoreboard.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Jared Love with his first, his 7th of the season, only his 6th senior GFL game after coming from Drysdale. Well done by Sharp, dispossessed by Sheringham though. Nearly a high tackle on Todd Stevenson, nothing doing. Ball falls out the back. They try to go with runners again and they do. Look at that, just taking the game on. The kick isn't great.
Oh,
Condy's
he
released
boot there.
himself.
It's on. I'll watch that.
Have a
yes.
look in the middle of the park,
Yeah, I'm
Milky. There's a
watching.
little dust
Yeah.
on.
Oh.
Ball's at centre half forward.
Umpire.
Jackson Bright, there's a
He's playing a
whistle.
free kick here to Matty
Playing a free
McMahon.
'Cause it's all-
Free
And
kick.
he should too. That was
Yeah,
not on by
happening.
Stack. That was
Stack
disappointing.
kicked him first and then Stevenson come in and nearly ripped his head off.
McMahon came across him when he went to kick and sort of knocked him off his feet, and Stack stuck a boot up there.
Yep.
Not on, so Matty McMahon, the warrior that he is, will take the free kick.
And the bomb. He is the bomb.
Oh,
The bomb. He is the bomb.
He is not the
He
bomb,
is the
Milky.
bomb.
I don't know
The
about
bomb has
this,
it. The bomb has it.
Before-
Kicks a little
that's-
torpedo over to his mate.
confidence, Milky.
He's-
Before you roll with
Torpedo.
something
Yeah,
milky, you
it's a
better-
bomb torpedo. See, it's a connection. Get it? Cheers.
That's a long bow.
Jared Garth gets back and takes a really good mark in defence off the boot of Stanton.
He gave Cam Lewis a look then, and Cam Lewis backpedaled.
Absolute disdain.
Oh!
There's
Jack
United
O'Brien.
Fuels right there.
What a game he's playing.
Yeah, the Bright brothers are going really well,
Yeah.
and Paddy's screaming for it too.
Taking too
Kick it to
long.
me. Jack O'Brien
Oh.
just goes in and
Gee whiz.
just a little chip kick
Ian Alley, I think it is.
into Ian Alley, who doesn't goal either. Little Matty Ian Alley.
Only 20 points the difference at Central Reserve.
Wow. Geelong West having a good run there as Matty Iannelli comes in. We've got a really good look at this. Oh,
Yes.
just a really good kick at goal. Bang, straight over the goal umpire's hat.
Happy about it as well.
Matty Iannelli kicks Bell Park's 7th. 7-4-46. They lead Newtown 4-3-27. Gee, what the quarter belonged to Newtown other than the last probably 3 minutes. As Rob Condy comes off, rubbing his head, wondering how it's all gone pear-shaped.
I think it was just that uncontested possessions, to be honest, and their tackling pressure to be able to get it out on their wings, which has got them this lead. Even though Newtown have had a really good start in this second quarter, but
46 plays 27. Cryobay Health Group scoreboard. Both ruckmen jumped far too early. Couldn't win it down. Stevenson injected it in the middle. That's what he can do, Milky. He can go back and go forward and play in the middle. Does what he wants. Ball trickles to the outer side. Dalton couldn't pick it up. 1 and 2 go at it.
Oh.
He and Hutchison.
Classy.
Well done. Ball right on the outer side. Strong tackle. Dispossessed. Ball beats everyone out of play. I think that was Cam Lewis who was ripped off it. No, might have even been
Diamond, I reckon.
Mitchy Diamond. Excuse me.
Yep,
So
no,
he'll
you're
be
right.
thrown in outer side on centre wing.
Yes, and obviously because it's so far away, he's learning well, this kid. I'm going to smash him. It's Fanning and Stevenson.
Lovely tap.
Ball
Yeah.
comes out, picked off here by Scott Condy. Back in the middle, Nelson Brown has time to settle, deliver the footy. Oh, gee whiz. Was that...
It was Chocolate Man.
Chocolate Man was come away from him. Baxter crossed to Tim Sheringham, the good Sheringham. Brown just swung around on the tackle, but got off the handball, and the ball goes over the boundary line at the fist of Matty Iannelli. Manual focus, boys, on the screen. You didn't see it. Big block come up, manual focus. I'm trying to look where the bloody hell the footy is.
No noughts and crosses today. I
No,
believe
that
it.
was worse.
Tossed in. Just away from the interchange gates for both these sides.
ooh.
There's a whistle and a... No, I thought that was a whistle. Must be hearing things. Luke Round's
Look round,
shoulder.
shoulder. It's,
yeah.
He pulled out of that
he stopped
contest
straight away.
Yep. Both saw that, Milky. It
Yeah.
might be a stinger.
Yeah, it's not coming off.
But, he saw he's staying in the stoppage, so he's holding that shoulder though. Ball goes up in the meantime. Fanning reached over the top. Bundled forward by Stevenson. Thumped away. Chincotta breaks the tackle. Handball over the top wasn't great. Round's going to go with one arm to smother that footy. Gee, that's a strong tackle, and he whacked his head too. That's really strong by Stevenson. That's probably fair. That was overly aggressive from Big Todd.
Head
Free
did
kick
hit the
going
ground.
to
Where's he
Diamond.
from again?
The Western Australia from
Okay.
Claremont.
Wait a while.
Milky.
Oh, it was there again, Milky.
Was it? Okay.
Kick to half forward, 2-on-1 contest.
Oh, yeah,
Johnson,
right.
1, 2, 3. Does he...
Does that count as 3 marks? Because you reckon he's done it,
does
taken
he
about
use-
40
I
marks?
think he might have used the ground as a bit of a buffer then, Milky, but Mark was taken in amongst all that. So Bell Park retained possession of the footy. Little kick over the top is nice. O'Connor been handy as Milky
He has, yes.
suggested. Kick out wide is nice too. Good contest though.
Oh, look at
Paddled
this.
forward by... That's Jackson Bright again.
Doesn't need to take
He's
the
doing
mark.
brilliantly. He needs some support though. Ball on the outer side. Grant got his hands clear. Now Lewis, the former Geelong West Giant, just pundles it forward, just from forward to centre wing. Ball still there. Lynch just
look
somehow ends up with it.
Sir.
It fell on his lap and then kicks it deep towards Garth. Extended the arm, stumped away from Hocking. By Hocking, excuse me.
Man.
Stack went without it. Hocking. Hocking and Garth. Here's a mismatch for the ages. Look at look and puts him in a headlock too, Milky. A little subtle headlock. Umpire is blindsided. That's what Magaman's good at. Just applying a mini sleeper hold to Jared Garth.
They both had a glance at each other, then probably wanting to tackle each other more than get the ball, I think, in that situation.
Oh dear, the bomb, he's unbelievable.
St Mary's with an
Not the
8-goal
bomb.
lead.
Right in front of the Kicks commentary truck. Up they go. Vale smashes it. Mitch Cuddill gets around one, then spears the pass in. Out in front of Paddy Bright. Like the stretch. Doesn't take the mark. Ground level. Coming out from Jackson Bright. Gives it over to Hutchinson.
what is
On
that?
the ball. On the
this
ball.
count?
I reckon
he's
he's
it.
got
All
it.
clear. Unbelievable.
Yes, he has. Aaron Hutchison right on the buzzer.
Kick simultaneously with the siren.
Yes, I'm not sure he got it off before the siren, to be honest.
8 goals for 52 Bell Park at the break.
Gee, that hurts.
4-3-27.
Definitely hurts.
That actually means Bell Park won the quarter because at
Yeah.
that stage Newtown had won it by a point. So we have the halftime score 8-4. As I said, Bell Park end up winning the quarter 8-4-52 to 4-3-27. In that quarter, Newtown kicked 3 goals 2, and Bell Park kicked 4 goals, 1. So they end up winning it with that kick after the buzzer. We might come back. We'll go around the grounds, find out if Buzzer's got any more bombs, find out if there are any more chocolate stories, find out if any other stories that I haven't been reading. Apparently there's a teddy bear and a Snow White or something going on around here. I'm not sure about that, Wilbur.
Teddy bear.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a bear in there. There's a chair in there and a bear as well. Kicks FM 89.3 is country and it is football.
For the Bendigo Bank and Buckley's Entertainment Centre, this is the GFL Game of the Week on 89.3 Kicks Footy.
At Bendigo Bank, we recognise that local clubs, projects and community groups are an important part of the community.
4 at least here beside us that'd be under that same age, wouldn't they, that are out injured?
Yeah, well, Adam Smith's only just turned 22, I think, so he's around that same bracket as well. So they've put a lot of faith, as I say, I think I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, that previous strategy was to invest time into players who mightn't necessarily been in the peak of their careers. They've gone the complete opposite direction, put some faith in some youth, and it's paid off for them.
You mean they've gone for anyone that put their hand out for cash in the past?
No,
That's
I did not say that at all,
That's what
Wilkie.
you said.
No, I did not say that.
You were talking about it on the break. They've paid thousands of dollars into it. So, you know, we're just going to...
Milky's had a bad orange during the break. He's just come out swinging.
That's not on. I never actually said that.
Never let facts get in the way of a good story, Buzz. As the ball goes up in the middle, up they go. Fanning wins this one, knocks it down. Oh, trying to crash his way through his Cuthill. McMahon, just an inside-out kick, but only lands as far as Benstead, who takes a mark, half back, tries to get it moving quickly, goes to Big Shorts Vale, dishes off the handball, goes to O'Connor. Oh, good long bomb from him. Garth bounces right in front of him over the back. Got a crummer there, trying to run the footy. Can't quite pick it up, and Nelson Brown chops in and says, nah, I'm having it over the boundary line. Have a throw in, some 30 around from the Bell Park goal. You're
Sure
right.
is.
You're right too there, Buzz. He has. Zach Stanton got the bum. I just noticed it, yes. Not Stanton, Herbert.
Just poking out the back.
Yeah.
Poking out the back.
Thrown in was Garth in the ruck with Fanning. Quick kick forward. That's a good grab or a free kick. Take your pick. No. Nothing doing. Strange decision. Anyway, Stacks in the middle in the meantime. Just allows a scrum to form and throws itself forward, inching closer to goal. Not far around from home, 5 metres or so it would only be. So Fanning and Stevenson in the ruck. It is. Fanning just clawed it and had a good chunk of it as well, brought it to ground. He just lies prone on the deck. Quick kick forward, comes out, it's a goal. It's come out of there somehow, and it's a goal. I can't see who they're getting around, Milky.
I'm trying to see him who coming out the middle. Tim Sheringham has
It
gone
is
onto
Tim
the ball.
Sheringham.
I reckon it was Tim.
It is. They're
The
getting
good
around him.
Sheringham. See what happens? The cream rises. The good Sheringham comes out of there and kicks a goal.
Clever, resourceful kick from Tim Sheringham, kicking out of a pack that looked for all money that was going to be thrown up.
And did you see the love? The love come from everywhere for him.
Well, he's
Very
highly
popular
respected
man.
and popular.
Yep. One of these days you'll know what it feels like to be like that. I've been there for a long time. Very popular. Very highly respected.
Respect.
The free kick to Fanning.
Very loose term respect for you, Milky.
The ball comes across to Sincotta by hand. He spears a little lefty down, but Johnson just chops it off. And this is, we mentioned this, is where they're falling down.
Truly awful kick, that one.
Yep. He goes across the ground to his teammate there in O'Connor. Was going to head to the outer side. Then he goes back. No, he's decided to go backwards into the pocket. And I reckon that might be O'Leary in the back pocket there.
Yep, I think you're right, Milky. You saw the 4.
O'Leary in the back pocket. He's also confused, but decides to go to the outer wing. Down the line. Stevenson's at the back. It's fisted away from him. Sheringham rather. Get a hand on it. Goes over to Knott. And I was going to say Tim, but then somehow I got the T in. It's horrendous. You have a go.
Free kick in amongst
I'm actually
all
no
that.
good at this.
O'Connor dances around the middle of the mark. It was McMahon. Kick forward. Geez, Vale dropped one he should have taken.
It's not.
It was not, excuse me.
Yeah.
Saw the socks up.
I'm going to just ping you from now on.
Diamond kicks forward. Lucy stuck a hand out. and controlled it well. There's not much forward for
Paddy
him,
said to
though.
Michael, and Michael said, "Me son,
Horan waxes with Lucy. 55 out, just dumps a high ball. There's a
free
fair
kick.
bit of jumper on Troop.
It should have been a free
Nothing
kick.
doing. Should have been a free kick to old Chocolate Man Darcy Troop. Ball's just inside. They're paying a 50 for Newtown.
That was as obvious as
Yeah,
it
he's
was.
thrown up.
honestly,
I was saying the same thing as you guys. He was clearly holding his jumper.
Yeah, and-
Ripped it off him almost.
and the umpire's side on too. I just don't know how you missed them ones. Anyway, they do, and we miss calls as well as Tim Sheringham.
Can't remember that.
Just goes, they call him for deliberate. No, we can't get a steer rake out of that one, boys. We'll have a throw in out of side. Yeah, I thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken.
Ooh, here we go. There's a one for the week.
Yes, that's it.
There's one for you to write down there, Wilbur, I reckon.
Yeah, keep that, Wilbur.
Got it down.
You'll be able to use it at some stage. When you're sitting in the truck by yourself. That
Fair.
happens, you know.
Fair enough.
Just an
When you
air.
think you're at the top of your game.
There's just an air of smugness around Milky today. A real I'm comfortable around that sort of feeling. Probably deserved. The ball trickles towards the boundaries. It kept in. No, it is not. And it'll be tossed in right on the outer side on centre wing.
My beautiful wife listens to this. You can't stop picking on me. She said
Not
you got to
picking
stand
on
up
you,
for
Milky,
She
it was
said you
a-
got to stand up for yourself more, and I'm trying to. But I'm
Tossed
have
in.
to keep apologising.
Oh, don't play the victim. Ball comes ground level. Condi, Chincotta went without it. Now there might be a quick turnover because Love tumbles a left foot ball inside 50. Hocking stood firm under a high footy. Garth was nowhere to be seen. Takes the relieving mark. Hasn't done a bad job. Braden Hocking. Now Chincotta. Oh, his kick is poor. Missed kick to Benstead. Went looking for Malthouse. Missed him by a long way. Now not. Can wheel and go if he wants. Held up by McMahon, who makes his own mark.
Yeah, that's it, exactly.
He gained a good 5 metres from where it should have been. So not drives into the mouth of goal. Hocking with a fist again. Wheeling round.
celebration.
Kick him behind his head, did Love. Tugged it though, and then rushed through by Rob Condi. Through for a behind.
Quickly, Condi, straight down the middle he goes. Matty McMahon's a target. Finds him. And at 50 metres for knocking
different
over
player.
Michael Condi.
I don't think I've
That's
ever seen
interesting.
that.
I've never seen that. Normally it's a bloke with a footy. You can only get 50
It
for
wasn't
that.
unduly rough. It wasn't
No,
in
he
the back
just-
or
he
anything
got in the
like that.
way.
He just pushed him over.
Garth was just trying to get the mark, and
I'm not sure you can pay that.
No, sure.
Looks like a short 50 too.
that was too. Maybe he was thinking about it. He's going, is that right? Am I allowed to do that? As McMahon goes wide, finds Diamond. Diamond with the left, spears it in. Goes past
He's got-
everyone. The young fellow in
behind.
Joseph goes
well done.
past the footy.
Oh, Chocky.
Good work on Chocolate. Gets a bit hot in the kitchen for him as Dalton. Dishes
Oh,
off the
that's
hand.
nasty.
As the ball comes out wide, Tyler Stack gets it, dishes off the hands to Benstead. Benstead's hands. Oh, it's picked up by Joseph. Go towards goal, son. Get it, guy. Have a sense of theatre, will you blokes?
O'Leary took the relieving mark and turned it over looking for Johnson. Now can Newtown make them pay? Oh, look at Tim Sheringham. When you need a calm and cool hand, he's your man. Look at that distribution. Pinpoint, as you'd expect, and finds another wise head in Chris Lynch. Goes short, Stack
Call him sir or not?
with the footy. Did back in year 9, Milky, not so much now. Good footballer it is, though. North Ballarat VFL
Yep.
representative, and the Cats as well for a period of time. Fanning puts his fist through it, trickles wide. Love getting busy. Can he get past Diamond? He does. Here is Lynch as I speak of him. His hands were good. Now O'Connor runs to 60, tumbles one. It might work here. Does Hocking get a handle? And he does. Did really well. Braden Hocking held up in the contest against Garth. Ball trickles out wide. Can Newtown make this work? They do. Lovely kick. Right into the chest to Connor Joseph in the bright boots, who turns it over. Stack intercepted on the wing. Gets it over. Can they make them pay? Not. Left foot ball to
look
half
out, look out.
forward.
Oh, look
Nice
out.
hands.
Look out.
Big Todd, my man. The WA Products Recruit of the Year. You heard it here first from my mouth. He marks
Did we hear something before about someone else being really comfortable?
55. Lovely
Oh,
kick.
yeah,
That's what he
really.
brings to the table. Lovely kick, Jared Garth, uncontested. 20 out, slight angle, no problems for him.
Oh, fair dinkum. you can have your own next birthday party in a phone box. Seriously.
There goes your invite. Wilbur's coming.
Yeah, of course he is.
First
Cheers, Buzz.
Start on the siders, mate.
6-goal lead for Grovedale.
In comes Garth.
Oh,
Kicks it like a spud.
Yuck.
He gets, that's his first behind, 3 goals, 1. And at the 8-minute mark of this third quarter, that takes the Bell Park on the Buckley's Entertainment Scoreboard, 9-6-60.
Matty, turn him off.
They lost Newtown 4-3-27.
Diamond goes out wide.
Doing South Park voice.
Yeah, Cody Grant got a hand to it, went out of play right in front of the street surfer bus. Oh, what is going on?
Jeez.
Someone turn him off. He's getting to this stage where he's just a bit unhinged.
Off the leash.
Just in. Fanning, won it down. Newtown get it forward. Jeez, how's the strength? Really good mark.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Baxter?
Baxter it is.
Yep. Baxter
Really
on the
strong mark.
outer side. After taking that really strong mark, as we heard from Buzz, out it goes in front and almost taking the mark was Ian Alley. Ball's at ground level. Around. Paddy Bright in the pocket. Chips it to the top of the square. Nelson Brown knocks it
Sheringham
round.
doing down there?
Oh, Tim Sheringham is resting forward, I think, as the ball comes out. Series of handballs. Newtown are under the pump here. They're doing really well getting it out. Matty McMahon just set upon us as soon as he gets possession. Ball goes over the boundary line. They're calling for deliberate, but it'll be a ball in. I reckon about 45 out from the Bell Park goal. They lead 9-6-60 to Newtown 4-3-27.
Mary's 13-10-88 over St Albans 4-3-27.
Good pressure by the Dragons, not letting Newtown exit. Strong tackle, whistle, but only a ball up. So another stoppage. It was Louis Holland taking in the strong tackle, thrown up quickly, no bucking around from the umpire. Fanning stretches over the top. Gee, that's got to be a free kick.
Yeah.
Harry Smith got rid of his man unceremoniously. Was Matty McMahon, guess who?
Yeah,
Of course it was.
the bomb.
With the recipient, just flicks his knee, just stretching it a little bit.
Yeah.
Then he got the knock on in the, I think it was the first term.
Yeah, it was late in first term. Yeah.
Yep. But looks okay. He'll take this kick.
Imagine how sore he would be on a Sunday
He
morning.
does get
Holy
battered.
hell.
Puts his body in positions it probably doesn't deserve to go after all these years. So it's a good mark going back with a flight. Ben Johnson, really strong hands. He's a wonderful intercept marker, this man. He's just forward to centre wing for the Dragons then. Low ball over the head of Rob Condy. Hocking. Handball very wide. Can they make this work? They do. They run it by hand.
well,
Michael Condy. Now Lewis on the outer wing. Just dumps a high footy. That's probably not the right kick. Intercepted. Well done, Buzz. Kylo Connor marks it half back.
That's the kick we discussed at half
Yeah,
time.
that's it.
That high kick really to nobody at half forward.
So there's your man again, Stevenson. Gets it across to Love. Love deep into the pocket. Sheringham's back there. Got to sit. Oh, good mark. A really good strong mark. Nelson Brown goes across to Matty McMahon. McMahon into the middle. Punched away from Chincotta. The ball comes back to Michael Condy. Gets it across. Again through Diamond. Down the line it goes. Chincotta's on the end of this. And look at him go. Has a bounce. Tries to get around one. Then does this. Just this stupid up and under kick.
They just keep doing
Yeah,
so many
just
stupid kicks.
That's 3 this quarter from
Yep.
Sincotta.
Yep. Just breaking down
It's
at
our
half
option.
forward.
Johnson goes out wide
They're
while
out
you
here.
stuff your face with chips, you blokes. It comes to Jackson Bright, dishes off the handball. Oh, I didn't get any. Comes over to Ian Alley. Ian Alley goes back to Jackson Bright. He's got time to settle. Goes towards goal. Pushes it right. Pushes it really right and out in the full.
Disappointing ending there for Bell Park. They had numbers to run that all the way in there, really.
So a good build up. Just couldn't make Newtown pay. So Nelson Brown will take the free kick, hugging the behind post on this near side. Awkward looking kick, looking for Dalton over his head. Stack. Handball to no one in particular. Condy intercepted and then stripped of it. Lewis's handball was really nice, threaded the needle. And now Highland, left foot ball to no one. The ball pitches it half forward on the outer side. First there will be O'Leary for Bell Park. Paddles it to himself and then again just refuses to pick the ball up. Allows Newtown back into the contest. Then puts his shoulder through Tommy Herbert and then a stoppage forms just forward to centre wing for Newtown. And it'll be thrown up. So on the Buckley's Entertainment third term scoreboard, Bell Park 9-6-60. Newtown in desperate need of a goal, 4-3-27.
We bang on about it a little bit, but Highlands kicked in again. Just a bizarre option. He had numbers to run it with hands through the middle of the ground, and he decided to kick it actually to nobody.
Exactly, as the ball comes down again. Trying to get his way through his pattern. He's wrapped up in the tackle, and umpire says we're going to ball it up again. Came here to see the goal-kicking machine in Matty McMahon. Seen nothing from him today. No goals. Lift Matty McMahon. Put him in the goal square, one out, and now we'll just see the display. As the ball, Fanning wins it, knocks it down. Trying to take the footy with him was, I reckon, Paddy Knott. Ball goes out wide. Patton again, dishes off the handball. It's all Newtown, though. Ball ends up back in the hands of Patton, but he's wrapped up in the tackle. Umpire says, give it to me. We're going to pull it up.
Joey's 9-8-62. 4 goals clear of South Barwon.
Only 4 goals. I said it'd be a 5-goal result. Yeah.
Also, these chips are really good.
You enjoy them, Matty?
Get a little bit of sauce in there, Matty. Or...
Quick kick
I
forward.
don't want to
Where
spoil
are
them
they?
with sauce.
Where'd they go?
They're back here.
Oh,
I offered them to you. You didn't.
I didn't see anything.
Lynch will take the free kick on the outer wing. Was out in the full. So here's the recipient for Bell Park. Just looks to go as long as he can and does to half forward. Here comes Sheringham. Was 4 deep, couldn't quite. Ian Alley, quick handball, not. Weaves his way out of trouble. Geez, Garth took it out of his hands and then snaps a goal. Really nicely done, Jared Garth. He's got 4. And Bell Park keep inching their way further ahead. And it's getting to a dangerous point for Newtown. They really need a goal and desperately. 10-6, 66 thanks to Buckley's in this third term. Newtown now 4-3, 27. We played 14 and a half minutes.
Just come to play today, I reckon, Jared Garth. It's the different Jared Garth we've seen a couple of times this year.
He certainly looked really switched on today.
Yep. Good to see. We're talking earlier about the sides that might be able to take it up to Joey's, and seriously, boys, I reckon this is one of them. I reckon Bell Park, they like... I don't mind the stoppages, and they'll bring it in. There won't be so much uncontested ball when they play St Joey's. Anyway, in this game, it's Vale wins it, knocks it down. Nelson Brown backs himself. Tim Sheringham, the good Sheringham, goes over the footy, and it's ripped off him. Mitch Cuddle digs it across to Stevenson, over to Tyler Stack. He's wrapped up in the tackle. Umpire says, leave it, we'll have it. Connor Joseph applies the tackle. Good to see the young kid. Hasn't had a lot of it, but he's showing plenty of class.
Got some boots on him too, Milky.
Yeah, they're brand new, mate. They're brand new for the debut. Don't worry about that.
They are a vibrant yellow green.
Back kick.
Now you
Can
see that
from
a little back heel from David Fanning. Nicely done over the head of Bright. Hutchison first on the scene. Can he gather? He's had some close attention from Chincotta. Anyway, in the meantime, the snap on goal. He's across the face. Who did that come from? Sorry, did
That
not
came
catch that.
from Lucky Patton.
Lucky Patton, who kicked the goal of the day last time we were at Bell Park, thanks to United Petroleum.
That was out of bounds.
That was out of bounds. Jeez.
So, no, I'm not... Look, why stop picking on me? I've got feelings. The ball comes... Fanning fisted away from him. Ball comes back to his teammate there in O'Leary. He should be getting across there to Prague, but he can't because he's up the other end of the ground. Just trying to get the Irish contingent together. And, well...
This is probably why you get picked on.
Wilmer! Look at this one, the other one!
Oh, dear, Milky.
Jeez, I'm not
Just for those listening, Milky just accosted little
Milky
Wilmer.
has just physically assaulted a little boy. Anyway,
Hey, don't go there!
don't do that, Milky. McMahon with a mark. At half back, don't hurt our stats man, Milky.
I didn't punch him when he's riding up.
So McMahon, high footy right in front of us. Troop, nudged under the footy, gets a foot to it though. Did Darcy Troop, and it might work. Sharp tries to get his way forward, didn't quite work. The ball still on the half forward flank. Benstead allowed some time to gather and kick a high ball towards the two ruckman. Big contest. How's the front and centre work from Milky's man? Mitch Cuddill kicked half forward, 2-on-1 contest Newtown's way. Bright thumps it forward. That was clever. Handball over the top. Garth runs from 20, runs to 10, and kicks an open goal. He has got another bag of 5.
Your goal, Mitch Cuddle.
That ball
Mitch
scared
Cuddill's
the
goal.
life out of the lady in the SUV behind the goals. She was not paying attention. She nearly burst out of her skin.
He drilled it through. It was a window breaker, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what we're talking about? I'm wondering who got the life scared out of it. I looked straight at Will. Yeah. On the scoreboard, 11-7-73 to 4-3-27. It's all Bell Park at the 17.5-minute mark here of this third quarter.
Yeah, your man Cardell just really read the ball off the mark really good there.
Been doing it for
Got
years,
front
Mitchy boy.
spot and it was a good goal.
Both Leopold and Marys have got 3 figures.
Here they are again. Sheringham, the good one, puts it out in front of Jackson Bright. Foot race with him and Nelson Brown. But he just can't get hold of it. And it rolls over the boundary line. Throw in. 60 around at the 18-minute mark of this third quarter.
Tossed in.
Wow.
It's a good slingshot
overarm.
too.
It was a slingshot, wasn't it?
It was a real slingshot. Fanning At an airy. Ball goes out wide. Joseph, that was clever.
Yeah,
Thumped it over the back of his head to gain some distance. Johnson played some sort of game. Kick was smothered though. Good tackle from Benstead on Rob Condy holding the footy. And they go quick they take the advantage to Bell Park. Ball's in the hands of O'Connor on centre wing. Driving long ball.
kick.
Garth over his head. He misjudged it in the end, I think. Ball in the forward pocket. Not. Can he pick it up on his left side?
Doesn't
Snapping
handball.
ball.
Doesn't know how to handball.
Yeah, he loves
Inside.
the goals. He loves the goals, Pat Knott.
Yeah.
First score for Pat Knott, who was
No, he's
impressive.
got 2 behind.
Two behind, sorry. Don't know what I'm talking about.
Of course you know.
Impressive last time we were here at Hamlin Park.
The kick out this time is received by Rob Condy instead of doing the kicking. It goes down the middle. Oh, dropped that one, did Jacob Sharp. Then takes a bounce. Time to have another one. Then hands over to Sincotta. We'll get the go back. Sharp.
Oh, finish
Then
it off,
can he
son.
go the
Just
whole
kick it.
way?
Oh.
Can he go the whole way? Oh!
Great run.
Good run.
He's done that a couple of times, Sharpie. He has good speed and he
Sharpie.
certainly follows it up.
That really could have been a United Fuels contender.
He said 2 goes at it and didn't
Yes.
do it, so he's not going to get one. Trust me.
Two
he's done.
excellent points.
Yeah.
Yep.
Over in the Ballerine, Anglesey and Queenscliff are just mirroring each other. They're both still tied, 9-7 apiece.
Wow.
Interesting. A couple of teams who you wouldn't have thought would be featuring in the finals race in the BFL, but still a good contest out there at the Queenscliff Bowl. Johnson, another mark.
No one even went up for that contest.
We should have got you to count his marks.
Yeah, he does
Takes
take
a bag full every week, doesn't he?
Absolutely. Got superb hands. Ben Johnson goes the big long switch. The ball hangs in the air a long time. Had to be good, but Sheringham was in safe hands. And then Benstead with the overlap. Played a nice game, those 3 in the defence. Chopped off, no. Went without
Diamond.
it, did Mitch Diamond. Ball back at half forward now. They
Now
make
he's
him
got
pay. Garth, jeez, was fallen across by Hocking. No free kick.
Jeepers.
Interesting call. Joseph chipping ball. Nice, McMahon. Straight through his hands. Ball out of play right in front of the street surfer bus. So 11-8-74 in this third term. We
Focus
played
on that
20
street
minutes.
surfer bus. We used to call out of that bus, out of that middle window. That's where we used to call. Very, very good through Shane Murphy, and that's for the kids, the unemployed kids. They get in there, play Space Invaders, whatever those stupid games are.
Yep.
P1,
Good
P2,
initiative.
all that sort of crap. Fantastic stuff. It's a barbecue on the other side. Watch the Pies play while we're calling one day as it goes down towards Garth. And he gets it in front of him. Can he keep it in play? He does. Dishes off the handball. Deep in the pocket. Who is that in the pocket? Is that Ian Alley? Goes towards goal. Oh. Yeah, no, that's Ian Alley that's just taken the mark in a goal square.
It is.
So that might have been Love that kicked it to him, was it?
Yep. But they do look similar, Milky.
Yep. So Ian Alley has taken the mark in the goal square. Just a little bit of luck on his side there. But if they just keep pushing it forward, don't they, Bell Park?
So 19th inside 50 this quarter, and there's 21 minutes gone.
He gets his second, Matty Ian Alley. And Bell Park's 12th. 12-8-80. They lead Newtown 4-4-28.
How many did you say for this quarter, Wilbur?
19.
19. So that puts him at about 60 odd, doesn't it?
Yeah, around 60.
Gee whiz.
4 goals, 4 to 1 point in this quarter, guys. Bell Park to Newtown.
I've got scores for Torquay Ocean Grove in the BFL. Torquay
please.
13-11-89 over Ocean Grove 2-5-17.
Oh,
And there is
goodness.
still a 5-goal difference between Collingwood and Port Adelaide.
Who cares?
Hard to figure out Ocean Grove this year.
yeah.
Start of the year, it looked like they were pretenders, and middle of the season, they got some scalps, and now today again looks like they're going to be beaten by one of the top sides. So interesting
Got to be
conundrum for the Grubbers. Anyway, Newtown have the ball in the forward 50 in the meantime. Snap on goal. I think that was Cameron Lewis with the snap. It was, but through for a minor score. His first of the afternoon. Lynch to do the kicking and duties for Bell Park. Goes to the opposite pocket. Nicely done. They'll run it out.
Oh.
O'Leary goes by hand. Baxter just thumps it. Ball on centre wing. Doesn't quite favour Love. He made the contest though and then rips his man off it. And no free kick. I'm unsure if you can actually
Yeah.
do that.
No, I don't think you can.
Right. Handball over the top. Intercepted. Diamond. Right foot. Ball hugs the line. Hugs it so much. It drifts out of play and out in the full. Right at the heart of centre wing on the outer side.
You're right, Buzz. I don't think you can tackle someone when the ball's 10 metres away.
Yeah.
And by the way, the Newtown have just... hang on, I reckon it was touched. They're throwing it in.
Oh, wow.
Wow-wee. It must have been touched off the boot, because it wasn't touched as it went over the line. So we're having a throw in as far away as it can be. That's why Buzz is just kicking back and sucking on his can of Coke. And I'll take over as the ball's fisted down from Fanning to the player crashing through for Bell Park is your man, Buzz.
It is Big Todd.
Big Todd. Big Toddy on the outside. So Vale and Fanning have a really good duel, these two. Vale wins this one, knocks it down into the path of the Highland for Newtown. Just waited for him to turn around so I could work out who he was. There's the ball still in dispute. Going to have another ball up. Happy, as I said, it's obviously they just like playing ugly, Bell Park. If they can't get hold of it, they'll just turn it into a scrap.
You got no problems letting Big Zane go to work.
Yep. Matty McMahon roves that and gets his own handball back. then kicks it towards, was that out of bounds? I think, yeah.
Kicked it.
One way to get your stats up, handball it to yourself and then kick the ball. Nicely done, Matty McMahon.
The bomb.
He's played another good game today. Hard at it, as you'd expect. One of the only Newtown midfielders to really match Bell Park on the inside of the contest, which the Dragons thrive on. One out of play.
You saw it too. Sincotta just put his hand out to the runner and got fresh air. With the old hand out.
Yeah.
Got
Not
nothing.
from the runner, that's
From the
got a
runner.
sting.
Yep.
Fresh aries.
Got fresh air. Will saw it. I thought I might have been seeing things, but nah, Will saw it too. The little man back up here.
There's a ball up anyway, so this game really petering out in this third term. Thanks to Buckley's. Bell Park well in the ascendancy now. Newtown without firing a shot really in this third term. Ball hovers near the line. Does it stay in? No. Bell Parker away then too.
He was too O'Leary, wasn't he? No, Smith, sorry.
It was Harry Smith.
Yep.
Ball out of play once more right in front of the street surfer bus.
Boys with the two brightest boots are standing in front of us here.
Yes.
He just picks the obscure, doesn't he? As the ball comes in, Fanning grabs it out of the ruck. Then I reckon he had a fresh air. He said it's a free kick. Ball comes across by hand. There's a series of handball. The old stack hat with the man bun under it. Herbert goes to the centre of the ground. Parderick, he didn't quite get it, but he got the handball over to Malthouse.
Can he kick a goal this time?
Cross to Sharp. Sharp goes to goal and gets one.
Well done.
Definitely needed that.
He probably deserved one, Jacob Sharp.
Yeah. Good finish running it through to 50.
So on the Buckley's Entertainment scoreboard, that takes Newtown to 5-5-35. They trail Bell Park 12-8-80.
They make about 14 interchanges here right in front of us.
Yep.
Only 3 goals the difference now between South Barwon and Joey's.
Ooh. Swan still a chance.
Hanging around. Swanee, speaking of the Swans, Jacob Sharp, an ex-Swan himself, played a season at South Barwon. What are you giving
Just no, it's just with the runner has made sure he must have heard us because he made sure he gave everyone the whole thigh.
Ball back in the middle.
Gave them all some skin.
Vale wraps up McMahon holding the footy. Didn't get rid of it cleanly. They take the advantage too. Kick inside 50. Looks good. Geez, through the hands of Jackson Bright in the end. Garth hovers near the boundary. Is it kept in by Lovett? Was. Feeds back. This is Tyler Stack. Handball. Is it kept in? He chased after his own footy in the end. Tyler Stack couldn't keep it in though. The ball out of play. We're 20 around from Bell Park's goal.
Nearly 27 ticking over, Buzz. It's been all Bell Park this quarter. Newtown have kicked 1 goal, 2. Bell Park have kicked 4 goals, 4.
It's felt more dominant than that too.
It has actually, hasn't it? As it ball, Fanning again knocks it down. Oh, trying to intercept. Oh, that was Smith. Just smashed it between his legs, and it's finished up in a goal to Garth.
Oh, he's got, big Garthy.
He's just got
He
his
just
six.
came out of the contest.
Yeah, Harry Smith. I don't know if you saw it. He just smashed it between his legs. And finished up with the old Jared Garth having 6 and a fairly handy celebration too, just
Six.
quietly.
Nice little finger twirl.
Yeah.
He was happy.
Yes.
Steve Motlop style.
13-8.
Jeez, don't even talk about him.
Gee, Will
Struck a nerve with Will, mate.
It's scathing assault.
Just,
13-8-86.
Lord.
just not a fan of any
5-35.
Geelong supporter. Geelong player.
Not a fan of any Geelong supporter, Wilbur, so you hate me. Is that what you're
Rightio,
saying?
Wilbur.
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
just
Making some enemies in this box.
Especially as a Hawthorn
I was going to give you free tickets to the game tomorrow too. If you don't want to go. He doesn't want to go. He doesn't like Geelong.
don't think I would want to go, actually.
Oh.
Jeez, Wilbur.
Get stuck.
So
Wilkie.
I'm about
on
to say
the Buckley's Entertainment scoreboard, 38-86, 13-8-86 to 5-5-35. 28 gone in this third quarter.
Back in the middle, Fanning Won it down pretty convincingly. Highland handball out the back to Condi. Kick was smothered. Good bit of sportsmanship.
Yes,
helps
absolutely.
up Lockie Patton in the meantime, who he inadvertently kicked as he tried to smother.
He saw.
Ripped off it.
Oh.
Ball at centre half forward. There's a whistle.
He's called that in danger, I think, against
Kicking in
Troop.
danger, yep. You're right, Barnesy. So Ben said the recipient for Bell Park at centre half back.
Coming off Lockie Patton.
Good kick too.
Oh, he's not. He's seen the ball
Yes.
go forward. He was coming off and it's going the other way.
Alford, right on centre wing. Drives it to half forward.
Oh, good
well
mark.
done, Braden Hocking. Flew
Yep.
in the air.
Taking a few of those today, Hocking.
Yeah.
He
Backed
reads the ball
himself
well.
in. 2 hands to it. Took the mark. It's a good
Good.
kick too. Big putt rake. Uncontested in the middle of Hamlin Park. That's nearly
Oh,
50.
That's nearly 50.
Oh, I reckon it
Goes
should be.
through the
Yep.
middle of the ground. Grant runs it by hand. He's got Diamond out wide, who kicks long inside 50. Not a great kick. Did not favour Troop at all. Intercepting is Justin Baxter, who's played a nice game, Milky.
Yep, and their delivery into their forward 50 has been horrendous.
That was a 26th uncontested mark for the quarter.
For the quarter.
For the quarter.
Oh, you're not serious.
For the
Just
quarter.
intercept
I
marks.
can't have that. As
Intercept marks.
as
Not
Hutchison
even marks.
goes. Oh,
It is right here. 26.
Right here.
yeah, I'm
Wow.
not sure. I think you might be writing some of them down just while you're in the haze.
6 marks.
Wow, that is-
Uncontested for
that
the
is incredible.
quarter.
That is a massive stat.
That's why we get the Wilbur in here.
Wilbur,
That is
you
why
are-
we got the best.
Spoke to Kirsch on Sunday too, boys. Not happy we have a statistician. Let me tell you that. Not happy at all. Fanning knocks it down. Or Vales at ground level. Will dish off the handball and does. Trying to crash his way through there. O'Connor being really good. Big shorts just rips it off him. Takes it forward. Ball just eludes the big fellow in Braden Hocking and goes over the boundary line.
I was wondering what he was doing there, Big Shots, because he started almost tackling his own man, but he was taking the ball off him.
Yeah. Give
bizarre.
it to me. I'll fix it.
30 minutes gone.
Yes. Just you're one of a kind.
Very
Seriously.
good timing.
Yes.
So that's nearly a high tackle.
Yeah.
Nothing doing. Ball hovers near the boundary. Is it kept in? I'll let you two just get yourselves together. Condi tackle.
I don't want today to end, boys. I don't want today to end. This is fun.
Did you change your tune from half time? All tossed in. Garth was doing the ruck work for the Dragons that time. Partially smothered kick falls to the 50 as the siren goes. No goal on the buzzer this time. It's all Bell Park, the home side, utterly dominant in the first 3 quarters of footy. 13-8-86. Newtown 5-5-35. That's thanks to Buckley's Entertainment Centre. 3-quarter time. And this one, Milky, I would suggest, is all but done.
Not yet, no. Kicks.
4-7-31.
That's massive. What was that umpire waiting for then? I have no idea. I looked all the way
Matty.
around the ground.
Waiting for the pup.
Matty.
Probably
Waiting for Pup. He has got some power, this bloke.
might have been a spectator, not off the field.
No, I looked around. There's no one.
He keeps
I just
pointing
sent
to
him a
this outer
text and
side.
said, hang on, mate, I got to do my round the grounds.
I think that's what it is. The umpire holds it aloft. They said the pup's finished. Let's
go.
get this game underway.
He's
The
got the
last
message,
quarter.
so let's go.
There's a whistle. Bendigo
jump the
Bank.
square.
Someone's jumped in. Free kick to
Free kick to Bell Park.
Free kick to Bell Park. So a Newtown entry into the square.
Darcy Troop arguing his case pretty
Hang on a minute.
strongly.
A
So
push.
now the
No,
umpires
no,
are
it's a free
converging.
kick the other way because the other umpire's saying it was a push
Yeah.
into the square.
Yeah, you're not allowed to push the opposition player.
No,
in.
no,
It is a
no.
free
So
kick
there
if
it
you
is, a
push
free
someone
kick.
in.
Alright,
But,
So the Newtown player obviously entered the square, but he was pushed.
yeah.
Oh, he's not going to throw it
Oh,
up again.
no. Oh, wow.
Darcy
So if he
Troop's
was
still not
pushed
happy.
in, it's a free
It's a
kick.
free kick.
The other way.
yeah.
Anyway. It's okay. Let's not criticise the umpires. Get into trouble doing that sort
Do
of
a
stuff.
good job.
Do a great job. Up they go again. Fanning might have won that one. Gets it over to Rob Condi, who's finally in the middle. Matty McMahon's handball's been smothered. He flicks it across, though, to his teammate there in Cody Grant, and the ball just hacked off the ground. Trying to crash his way through is not. He does not handball, this boy. Goes towards goal, and another really good mark from Braden Hocking.
Backs himself in the air.
Yep.
Good to see
Braden
Knox
Hocking.
got the 2 socks up this week instead of the one he's rolling with the other week.
Goes very long. He's got a good piece of it. Guess who? Johnson.
Oh,
Couldn't
nice.
quite. Fanning did enough. Got a hand in there. Benstead comes out with the footy. Extracted it. Johnson goes to work again. Fanning, long lay down for him. Did pretty well in the end. Malthouse rolling with a different sort of trim. Condi was held off the ball. That was elite hands. Ian Alley goes wide. Handball was too low for O'Connor. Couldn't pick it up cleanly. Now Malthouse, loopy sort of handball. Hocking, intercepted by Jackson Bright. Handball over the top. Newtown go by hand. They'll work it out eventually. Malthouse again. And guess who it is? Todd Stevenson.
Got himself a little bit of a ride too, though. It might go down as a United Fuels.
Was a poor kick. Malthouse hung the ball up a long time in the air, going across the face of his own goal mouth.
But even the contest was Stevenson and Matty McMahon.
Yeah.
Where would you go that? Why would you go there? Much as I love Matty McMahon, you just go, nah, that's not on.
Todd Stevenson is straight in front. Only
excited, the old Buzz. Bit excited
15
here.
metres out or so. Comes in.
Oh.
No worries. Just messing with you, Milky. No worries. Ballpark.
First goal.
Almost fell
Open
over.
their margin even more. 14-8-92 at the start of this final term. Newtown 5-5-35. That is
thanks to the Bendigo Bank. You should know that by now. These sponsors have been with us all year. I don't know why you have to look them up, Buzz. You've never seen me looking them up. I just take them straight off the cuff.
Fair enough. Jeez, I'm getting attacked.
So that happens, mate. I get very angry when you push me into a corner.
Raffle winners, Red B7.
He's pulled out the raffle winners. Can you believe this? That has no relevance to it.
There's a bingo call next to the shore as Vale. Big Shorts knocks it down to the good Sheringham. Tim gets it over to Tyler Stack by hand. Round the body he goes. Your man, look at him. Stevenson says, "You can't tackle me." And he gets it over to Knott. Hang on a minute. Oh,
Oh, a few jumperies there.
Look out.
Stevenson's getting in there, holding his jumper with one hand.
He's got the rig out. He's got the rig out.
What do you think about that, Buzz? You impressed there?
Oh boy.
Worth the recruit just for that.
Now we know why Stevenson wears the hat. Why Herbert wears the hat. Doesn't want anyone messing up with his hair. I'm going to start a blue. Well, we know for a fact right here. Right now, Paddy Knott will not short pass, will not handball. We're looking straight over his shoulder. The old left footer. In he comes, both socks up as you mentioned. Just mungs it. Straight through the middle of the points. Paddy Knott has 3 behinds for the day. Suggest you start using it a little bit, Paddy.
Oh, what's going on here?
Another whistle.
Where?
He said...
Oh, he's got to go off because his jumper's ripped.
His jumper is more of a poncho at the moment.
The old throw over there.
He's done well to get that over his head. That jumper is not intact to one bit. He's done a fair bit of damage.
That'll be a new fashion pre-season item. The old Bell Park poncho.
It's got one quick here. That one spit pretty fast.
I have to take note of what number he puts on. Looked like a 4 to me. 14
or 74 it is. One or the other. No, it'll be 74.
Might be 74.
Yep.
Anyway, Hocking plays on. Here he comes. Oh, big 74. Oh no. Big Padraig stood in his way.
Get it on.
And then Lucy goes long. It's all his numbers with Bell Park here. Can Sharp do enough? He lays a good tackle with Bell Park. Numbers prevail. Wide to Stack. Never stops trying. Kick right in front of us on centre wing. There's the mark taken. No, drop by Stanton.
Unlucky there, young Stanton. Unlucky.
So the ball right in front of us.
Right in front of the kicks commentary.
Take it.
He says he doesn't throw me under the bus. Just does it
I'm helping you out.
time. No, you bloody not. Good throw in by the boundary. They do it again. Big Shorts Vale. Knocks it down to the good Sheringham in Tim. Just
Falcon.
the old Falcon from Stanton. The ball comes back. Jacko Bright gets it.
Nasty.
The two
Big
Newtown.
contest.
A good grab from Jared Garth. As the two Newtown players in McCartney and I reckon it was Stanton just seemed to knock heads, trying to fix up Jacko Bright.
A bit cartoonish, wasn't it, when the villains sort of run into each other?
The villain just stayed on his feet. No, the real villain stayed on his feet, Jacko Bright. Yep, as Garth comes in for goal number 7.
Parting shot.
Oh, come on!
He's giving himself a come on.
Yes, that's 7-1. His kick for the day.
Bit of a Leighton Hewitt.
He's giving himself a come on.
I reckon that was a little bit of a come on, Jared. Style to it.
Oh, no, come on. Give him a break. Actually, it's the first bag I've seen him kick. No, he's kicked plenty of bags, but we haven't actually been when he's done it.
Caught him, have we?
Yeah.
It's an interesting one. He hasn't dominated the game by any stretch, but he's just sort of bobbed up and managed to kick 7. He hasn't sort of...
Hocking hasn't played a bad game.
Yeah,
Spot on. He'd be one of Newtown's best.
Yep.
So, sorry, on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, it's 15,999 to 55.35 at
Fanning.
the 6-minute mark, boys.
Patton stole it out of McMahon's hands, and Jackson Bright again, one of the best players in the ground this afternoon.
You're right there.
Takes a mark. The villain straight in front. 45 out, so I think this will be a problem.
He's just going for this.
He's got the
Look at
big
the run-up.
He's got the big wind up. He's on the runway.
Yes.
Ben Brown.
Be a massive run up.
Ben Brown.
Jackson Bright. Been terrific today. Been everywhere through half forward. He and his younger brother. And he comes, kicks from just inside 50. Thank you.
They like
Kicked it.
They like it. He likes it. Bell Parker really pulling away now. And it's in danger of
Second.
getting a little bit nasty for the Towners.
70
As Milky
points.
says, his second. And thanks to Bendigo Bank, the margin is out to 70 points now. 16-9, 105 the Dragons. Newtown just the 5 goals, 5-5, 35. Just out of interest, Milky, what did Newtown have at quarter time, please?
1-1.
Half time?
4-3.
4-3. There you
Yep.
go.
Oh, so he's just the vice captain started copying me. I noticed that. Yeah, come on.
Copying you.
He's just trying to take over. Obviously, there's a bit of a coup I see as they go. Big Shorts. Vale wins it. Oh, they just set upon the Newtown guy in the middle. Or tries to get a kick on that. Did Love. Ball goes down deep into the pocket and over the boundary line, 20 metres away from the Bell Park. Good. 105 to 35.
What?
That's a total of 70 points.
What is happening today?
You're trying to be one of those.
Today's just surreal. You're going to start saying, do you want me to clean the pool in a minute? sounding very seedy, Milky Marnie this afternoon. Bright. Quick step forward. Brown in the
He hasn't been their worst either, just quietly.
Thank you.
Brad
he's
Nelson,
been
been
good.
excellent.
Yeah.
You would have watched a few of those independent films in your time, Milky. Ball across play, Hocking.
Not much argument from him, is there?
No,
I can't. I'm crying.
didn't hear a no.
I'm crying.
Ball to the outer side.
Unbelievable.
Hutchison
You reckon
through
I'll be
his
bad today?
hands.
I'll give up.
Kick over the top. Might have to explain to Wilbur after the call what I'm talking about. Anyway, back to the footy. Newtown turn it over again. Patton from 48, left foot chiselling ball. It might work here. Goes out the back. Can they make it work? Does it go through? I think it was smothered in the end.
I think he missed his
Through
boot.
for a
Yeah.
rough line,
I
yeah.
reckon it was rushed into fact. I don't know if Ian even got anything on that, but dearie me, this call's gone to pack. Ball comes
Hasn't it
out,
ever?
hit sharp on the chest. He decides to switch. Was going to kick it, then went to Diamond. Diamond goes back to the outer side. Of course you do. Puts it way out wide. Mark's taken. Is that the chocolate boy? Way out there.
Yeah, good.
Tall and
it is.
skinny it is, the chocolate boy troop. Goes with a long bomb down the wing. Looking for the Irishman who gets a free kick because hanging on to him. You cannot hang on a putty.
Got to get it in, Padre.
Come
Got
on,
a loose
Paddy.
man inside the 50.
Be looking putty. Paddy
Still
gets
by
it over
himself
to
inside
Mickey.
the 50.
Mickey Troop. Mickey Troop's got it. He's
Connor
in the middle of
Joseph
the
it
ground.
was. He was still by himself in the 50.
Troop just bombs it down into the pocket. Big Fanning's down there. Might be the target, but he doesn't get it to him. The ball goes deep. They're wrestling for it on the boundary line. Oh, Big Shorts is down there. Oh, just the one-handed tap. Connor Joseph is still there, but the ball is over the boundary line. We'll have a throw in.
It's just a bit of concern about the game awareness there at Padre. He marked it 78. He didn't even look inside the 50.
Yep.
He had Joseph all by himself.
Far too slow ball movement. The big Irishman tossed in. Here he is at work again. Up against Vale. They battled a neutral draw in the ruck contest.
Neutral draw.
Neutral draw. Doesn't make any sense, does it?
Bit of tautology.
Yep. That's the word I was looking for, Barnesy. Ball will be thrown up.
I tell you what, does this bloke get some messages? Wow,
It's not for the
Barnesy.
battery. It's starting to run a little bit low.
Ding,
Milky.
ding, ding, and they're all chicks' names.
Tossed up.
There was a Diane, there was a Mary, there was a Judy.
Vale.
That's all I can
One it
see.
down. Bell Park exit easily again.
Oh!
Got a ride on
Jared
Brown.
Garth.
Right on centre
Contender
wing.
right there.
Yeah.
Definite contender Jared Garth got the sit and used Brown as a step ladder. And look at the kick too. Jeez, it looked good. But well done, good courage going back with the flight. And thumped out of play. But Jared Garth, one for the highlight reel.
Don't often see him get off the ground like
Right.
that. do you? Got a little bit of hang time.
Remember I said to you, what confidence? He took that first mark, remember, in the first quarter. So once they...
Strikes as a confidence player, doesn't he?
Once they get up and about, they can just about do anything. There's your man. Speaking of blokes that can do anything, Stevenson, wearing the 74.
Oh, boy.
Bit of excitement there and bit of wood, I would have thought.
No. That's reserved to one man and one man only, Milky, and you know who that is.
Locked up. Matty McMahon in the... has one of the Bell Park blokes in the tackle. I'm trying to work out when he gets up. Might even... Yeah, it's poor little Lockie Patton, who's been bashed today. Fanning wins it, knocks it down. McMahon was the target. He gets it after the handball from Michael Condy. Goes down the line. The big Irishman gives a shove to his opponent, but he was good enough in Elford, Mitchy Elford. Just sees it over the boundary line.
Thought you were going to start singing that song again then.
Yeah.
Made me nervous.
Elford? No, not Alice. I've got it on my phone. I'm going to play it.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
You don't have to.
Yeah, you don't
No,
have
I'll
to.
save it. I'll save it when it's appropriate. Not sure it ever is, but, you know.
Tossed in, out of side. He's reaching over the top
Nearly
of
a free
Fanning.
kick there,
Was
I
Vale.
reckon.
Might have been. Chincotta hasn't been Newtown's worst. He's broken the lines a little bit. That's not a good kick, though.
How many
Johnson,
marks? No.
He'd be in double
no ball.
figures
Yeah,
again.
Easy. Yeah.
Quite comfortably, too. Switches played it out of side. That's another strong point of his game. His decision-making is usually without fault.
Chincotta's had a fair few clangers, I reckon, as well.
Oh,
Kick out.
Oh,
Wilbur.
well, Wilbur,
Now
a big
he's
drive-by.
in there.
Whooshka.
Ball in
They
the
watch
meantime, out
the
of play.
tape, Wilbur.
Yeah, well,
They'll listen to this, Wilbur, and they'll
They'll
come
be
for
saying,
you.
who's
Yeah.
Wilbur? Well, his name is Will Spence. Yeah, if you want his phone number, it's only the girls that want that, though, so they might save that. Or Big Shorts, knocks it clear. Not, tries to keep it in front of him. Handball! There's a first! Gets it over to his teammate there, and Harry Smith bombs it. Garth, good wrestle, and really good work by Hocking.
He hasn't been too bad in the one-on-ones, Hocking. He's been
good.
called out a little bit on
Very-
the lead, which is understandable today.
Gets it to his partner in crime in Nelson Brown, who hasn't been too bad either, Rob Condy.
They miss Chubbs Peterson, don't they, Milky?
Yes,
Newtown.
they do.
The man who mid-season had his hand bitten off the alligator.
Comes out, Diamond. Lynch takes the intercept mark,
Oh, here we
goes
go.
out to Garth, who's going to line up for goal number 8.
And there's not much Braden Hocking can do about that service. So he's got a lot of ball, Jared Garth, on the lead, and ball's been put into his space. And really, unless you have incredible closing speed, not that Braden Hocking's slow, you're never going to be able to influence the contest too much. So,
If you turn it over in your back half like that,
Yeah.
you're toast as a defender, really.
and he backs himself in the air, which is not usual for a defender, but
No.
I like. He
me too.
goes for his
Yep.
marks.
yeah.
Coming in for 8.
Oh, he's just
Oh,
caressed
he
that
just-
one.
He's,
Hasn't made it.
Oh, it's in the- hang
He
on,
was hiding
play
on the post.
Nelson Brown takes the mark, fist away by Scott Condy towards the boundary line. Umpire says, and the Bell Park boys calling for a deliberate, and throw in out of side.
For a man who kicks a lot of bags, Barnes, he's not always the most flushest of kicks, Jared Garth.
Well, he certainly caressed that one
Yeah.
instead of smashing it through.
Does on occasion just not get a good piece of
I
it.
have a theory why he did that.
Why was that, Milky?
Well,
Quickly,
when he
while
kicks
we've
it
got a
hard,
bit of-
it'll curve left to right, and he didn't want it to curve left to right in that pocket, so he just tried to caress it straight.
Bright. Handball was good. Probably spot on there, Milky. Here's
Yep.
74, Stevenson. Handball intercepted. Well done by, I think that was Louis Highland. Good
Look
grab.
at the
Big
fella.
Drake.
Big party.
Had the height advantage and used it.
he's taking some good contested marks today.
He's
Party and Michael.
a long way from home, and then goes for a gallop. Unsure if that's really his domain. Lewis holds the ball up, and
just the 1-2.
Padre goes back. No one bothered getting near him, so he marks. Not far from where he had the previous ball. On centre wing, goes inboard. Rob Condy marks at the back of the centre circles at Hamlin Park. Coming off a month in the VFL system with the Cats. Back today. Rob Condy kicks to half forward. Nice kick. Precision to Aaron
fella.
Joseph. Presented some nice hands
Yep.
in front of Lynch. He's still 65 from home, though. Joseph goes very wide. Has McCartney. It goes quickly by hand. Brown wandering in places he probably shouldn't be. Now, Diamond, can he kick the goal from a tight angle?
look
Was
at
on
that.
line. But Ben Johnson, who I don't think he's had an opponent all day, Milky,
Yeah, you're right.
takes a mark.
Goes out wide. He finds his teammate in Hutchison. Umpire said he held it long enough. But you could have easily called that one play on, I reckon. But he's paid him the mark. Half-back flank. Wilbur's playing with his headset. You can hear that down the line, Wilbur. You'll learn that. Now you've been around a while.
Right behind the ears.
Yeah, we're behind the ears. Those big shorts Vale. It's out half back. Little dinky left footer into the middle of the ground. I reckon is that Ian Ellie over there?
Looks like him.
Looks like it does. Has it. Goes with the... Kicks it backwards, in fact.
Another mark.
Goes to another one there. Goes to his mate in Baxter, who hasn't been too bad either.
like him,
Been really
Milky.
good back
Yeah,
there.
like him.
Goes to Big Shorts. Had a really good duel with Fanning. Interested to see what your thoughts are there. Handball across to Lynch. He's the receiver. Gives it over to his teammate in Love. Love goes to centre half forward. Jackson Bright gets taken out of the contest. Nothing in it, says the umpire. Good work there from Patton. Intercept Mark. Taken.
Oh, it did
But
well.
looks away. Mark taken by Jacob Sharp. Right in front of the Kicks commentary truck.
He's at half back, goes quickly too. Highland's got some space to move, gets inside. Aaron Hutchison
Oh, he's
kicks
got-
to half forward. Padre
buddy.
just didn't really go for it in the end. Look who mops up. Ben Johnson's not a mark, but it's still a possession. He's had plenty of them today. Handball over the top from Benstead to Hutchison. Benstead will get it back. Lynch, does he provide the block? The two sources, they don't work together.
The two sources.
Good tackle.
I thought they might have had a mental
From
connection
Fanning.
or something
Yeah,
there.
you would have thought so, but nothing doing. And then two 12s tackling each other. Bit of numerology to cap off the day. It'll be thrown up just forward to centre wing.
Clutching at straws now, Buzz. That's for damn sure.
Absolutely.
Bale wins it, knocks it down.
Clever.
Patton, clever.
Oh, no.
Only goes as
That
far as Malthouse. Lost the footy as it goes and look up the monitor, and ball goes over the boundary line. Have a throw in right in front of the Bell Park coach's box. That surely they'd be really happy with this result. 106 plays 35 at the 18-minute mark. Oh, outside of the fist does Big Shorts go.
Fancy.
Gets it across. Chincotta, or Sincotta, however you say it, goes in deep into the pocket. A big fist there by the little chocolate boy in Darcy Troop. Have no idea why he's called the chocolate boy, but I'm
You got
going with it.
to read Barnes' articles, Milky, and then you realise why he's the chocolate man.
Does he work at Lint Chocolate?
He
or
is the
something like that?
he's a chocolatier. No, he does not work. He does have no.
He's not a chocolatier.
No, he's not a chocolatier, but you just got to read Barnes. He's fine.
Can you bring all your articles in for this year next week, please, Barnes? I'll read them all.
Just a bit of homework during the week, mate. Just have a bit of a Google.
Well, how do you do that?
Tossed up, wheels well and truly off inside this Kicks commentary box. The two ruckmen, neither of them winning the contest again. Plenty of numbers around it. Chincotta wrapped up quickly. Horan was slow to get up for Newtown. Hobbles away. Looks all right.
Newtown have finally been able to have more uncontested marks, the scorer.
Tossed up. Fanning won it down convincingly. Jeez, that was a big contest. And look at this. Handball was nice, but didn't get the
There
bounce.
it is.
McMahon allowed to
Get him
intercept
forward.
from ground level. Benstead had two hang off him. Still managed to get the ball. Was a good tackle. It was a gang tackle. He just dropped the footy. Which way is he going? It's going in the way of Newtown for dropping
Kind
the
of
footy
Lewis,
in.
isn't it?
Probably a fair enough call
Yeah.
in the end. So Cam Lewis hasn't been Newtown's worst player on the afternoon. He'll take the kick. It'll take his best. He'll be just about 50 out by the time he makes contact with the footy.
Grovedale is 6 goals clear.
Get it to Matty McMahon. He's a goal-kicking machine.
In comes Cam Lewis. Gives it a good
Good
go.
ride.
Yeah, really
That's a
nice.
good kick.
Cam
Yep.
Lewis, well done.
Another one that's probably earned a goal.
Yep.
Yeah, he's been
Certainly.
solid across half
Yep.
forward all day. Works
Yep.
hard.
He does work hard. Barnsley 16-10, 106, Bell Park. And now to gloomy Hamlin Park, 20 minutes played. Newtown now 6-5, 41 thanks to Bendigo Bank.
You're talking about kids. How old is Mitch Diamond?
Mitch Diamond is...
He looks like he's
He's
12.
19.
Yeah,
He was,
19.
Seriously, doesn't look like he's shaven yet.
Just out of the Falcons.
Yeah,
Wow.
he just finished high school last year at Joey's.
Did he talk to you in the playground?
No.
No, he'd go straight.
I was
Actually,
I was at the
Not-
Westcourt campus, so
not
I
in the
wouldn't
cool
have
group,
been able to
obviously.
see
Back in the middle, Patton's in there. Gets another smother across that leg of his by hand. Comes out to Sincotta. What's he going to do? Dishes off the handball. Back to his mate there in Lewis. Cam
oh,
Lewis
wow.
goes to the hot spot. Oh, Johnson gets a fist.
What a
Oh,
work.
Patrick!
Oh,
Patrick!
he's
Oh,
got it.
my gosh, and me got me putty. We lost it. But it's off the left foot from the youngster. Hope he's kicked the goal. Joseph.
Yes.
Yes, he has.
First senior
Good
goal.
work for Connor. First senior goal in his first senior game. And they've kicked back-to-back goals, Newtown. First senior game. What did he say?
Not his first game, first senior goal.
First senior goal it is, not his first senior game. I've been given the wrong information.
Oh.
I was told it's his first senior game from the under-18s. So, can't help. I'm not going to shoot the messenger, Terry Bright. 7-5-47 Newtown now. 16-10, 106 at the 21.5 minute mark of the last quarter, thanks to Bendigo Bank.
And Colac with a 22-point lead.
That is up against the Giants, of course.
These called headphones. I can't hear you.
Milky not happy at being proven wrong.
No, not happy at all.
That's on tape too, so you can always come back to that if you need a bit of evidence of Milky Marnie being incorrect. So we've got that in the archives forever. Ball in the middle of the ground. Matty McMahon again at the bottom of the pack. Wrapped up in a gang tackle. Slow to get up. Battle and bruise once more. The Newtown skipper, as he always is, thrown up there. The ruckman really going for it in the end. Comes out the back. Condi, weird left foot ball to work. Chincotta has found himself in a bit of space in this second half. Trying to break some lines. Gets on the outside of Benstead and then kicks it as long as he can. His troop, just forgetting which end of the ground he's playing at. Thumped it away.
He was a bit worried he's going to let another mark in for Johnson there. So.
Give him benefit of the doubt. I don't think he knew Ben Johnson had slipped over. But punched the ball out of play anyway. We're 35 around from goal.
Bell Park with the cue on the rack, boys.
So,
Not sure it appears that way because Newtown are sort of certainly dominating at this stage.
Well, Round certainly hasn't been back on since that injury, so we're down a number there.
Ball comes out, Sincotta goes towards goal. Lynch will take the mark last line.
Haven't seen the Karaoke King for a while either.
Yes.
Boys.
No, you're right.
Good point.
Yeah. Had a really good first half.
Might just be stretching the vocal cords for the Sumi.
Lynch goes to Baxter, who takes the mark. Still only 25 out from the Newtown goal. No, where's that heater pointing? Because it ain't pointing at me as the ball goes down the line. From the good Sheringham across to Jack O'Bright. Finds himself deep in defence. Little short pass to Lockie Patton. Goes back to Johnson, who takes mark number 300. Over to the outer side. Finds his teammate out there. Is that Baxter again over there, far side?
No.
Very hard to tell.
I think it is.
Long way away.
20th
It's getting
uncontested
dark.
mark now for the quarter.
Very wow, Mitchie Alford
Having said that,
still at half back.
Newtown have also had 20 uncontested marks as well.
Alford goes down the line looking for Benstead. Fisted away from him. Ball goes over the boundary on. The boundary umpire pick it up. He's going to have a really good day, this boundary umpire, I can tell. He's getting quick, ready to throw it back in. Look at him, wipes the sweat from his brow.
Eager.
Enjoying the day. Look at him, give me the go, I want to do this, Boundary umpire, just trying to get excited, boys, that's all I'm trying to do.
Thrown in.
It's a good throw.
Right on centre wing. It's a perfect throw. So he doesn't let Milky down. Batting one up for Newtown.
I'm getting crap from the Newtown trainer.
That is
cousin. I'll jump out here and punch his head.
That is what Milky's reduced to late in this final term. Up high. Milky's been in a physical sort of mood this afternoon. This is Lockie McCartney, 55 out for Newtown. Drives it as long as he can, gets a good piece of it too.
Oh.
Geez, big pack formed. Lynch was the only one that didn't fly, ends up with the footy. Got his handball over the top. Baxter, Patton, dispossessed. Lewis lurking for Newtown. Gets it now, Highland, wrong side for him. McMahon makes it work. Right. Oh, geez, nearly in the back.
Sheringham.
Nothing doing. Sherrington couldn't take the mark. Ball goes to half-back. O'Leary rode the tackle. Ball back with Louis Highland, so bit of a dogfight at the moment. Fanning just plays aerial ping-pong with himself. McCartney finds a way through.
Johnson's coming off, boys.
Bundled forward and out of play after all that.
Benny Johnson very slow to get up to that marking contest.
Does have a heavily strapped knee.
Yeah, and I reckon he's coming off.
It looks like it's not the leg that was strapped, though, that he was feeling then.
Yeah, he's just walking
No point
towards
leaving
us
him
now.
out there.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. As the ball's thrown in, knocking it down is the number 74. Your new favourite player now has two numbers. Oh, just a big clash there from Garth.
Oh, he's off here.
Ball.
Keep going, son.
He's got Smith, Harry. The only person inside the 50 can run all the way. He'll get a helper if he needs him. He does. Hands over the top to Jack O'Bright. Runs in the open goal. Bang. That's his third. And that was all as a result of, in fact, Jared Garth just punching the ball clear instead of trying to mark it in that contest out of side.
Yeah, making that contest like a good big man should.
17-10, 112. Bell Park now at the 26-minute mark of the last quarter, thanks to Bendigo Bank. 7-5, 47 Newtown.
Leopold are poised to kick up 200.
Wow, Johnson come off, boys. I didn't see that.
Yeah, he's
I reckon
right there.
Yep.
Just
Big Benny.
hobbling away.
Yeah,
Gives
yep.
a thumbs up to the crowd.
Yeah. That was
He's
actually
okay.
that was actually to me, Buzz.
And Leopold have just kicked 200.
Back in the middle.
Oh, 200.
Wow.
McMahon, oh, that's nasty. It's right in the cricket pitch and fell on his shoulder too. Nasty. Have a look at him, see if he's all right, Milky.
Yeah, Jesus, he just gets smashed, doesn't he?
That centre is hard as anything as well.
He came off before and he let out
Yeah.
a big sort of breath, being sort of looking like he was just about done, but he just doesn't know a way to give up, does he?
No, he does not.
Doesn't know what that word means.
Just never
That
gives
McMahon.
up.
Two words.
He is as tough as they come.
Jeez, just about at my tether. McMahon.
My tether.
Yes.
I'm at my tether.
Very wide.
Yeah.
Condi.
The end of your tether, or just
Just the tether.
He's just found out what a tether is.
Handball back. Just sorting it out. Hocking. It's half forward. Does it work? It does. Sharp. Marks and goes. Jeez, he just walked
he
past
loved it, didn't
Lynch. Handball over the top.
Oh, Paddy!
He used a double-handed palm down to the advantage of Sharp.
Yes.
And
there
then he
cannot
hit
have
the
ever
post
been
on the
a
run.
He
better
really
collection of
did as
behinds
well.
than Sharp today.
Yes.
That's three
some goodies.
spectacular behinds.
Yep. So on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, 7-6, 48 now, Newtown at the 28-minute mark. 17-10, 112 Bell Park. Below the hooter.
Would have been a very good
Please.
team goal.
Lynch to do the kicking out duties. Sheringham telling him to go wide out to the man with two numbers, Toddy Stevenson. Up he goes.
That's why
Held-
Buzz is on him. Look at
Hold
that.
or
Great
mark.
hits.
Play on, he
Makes it
says.
look easy.
Umpires like him as well. Good-looking Western Australian. Tim Sheringham, watch him fly for this.
yeah.
Straight in front of us. Just doesn't drop him. I'm telling you now, the good Sheringham. Timmy goes in the middle of the ground. Finds Lynch. Or Sir, as Buzz calls him.
How often do those two find each other?
absolutely.
Lynch and Sheringham.
Often. Oh, yeah, they've just seen the white flag here in front from Chris Ryan. Out wide, Jacko Bright. Has he got time to get another one? No, he spears it in. Has this bloke got time?
Oh, yes, he does.
Takes it, hands out in front of his face, laces out from Jacko Bright, lining up for number 8. Am I right, boys?
Yep.
7-1 so far from Jared Garth.
Just 5 perfect kicks there to set that
Yes.
possible goal now.
It was a good display, wasn't it?
Yep.
Working its way around the ground.
He will not caress this one, boys, because he's on the right side for a lefty, and he will kick the cover off it.
Just needs to kick through the ball, I reckon.
Well, good thinking.
Grovedale up to 15-16, 106.
They're all coming at me. In he goes. Bang! He's kicked it all up.
He's hooked it.
In fact, kicked it too hard. Kicked it out in the full.
Crowd like it.
Yeah.
Hearing laughter
Bit of
from the
love from the
crowd.
fans.
So he brought back in
Yeah.
by Nelson Brown. Sorry, Milky,
No,
I'll
no.
jump in. That's Condi in the back pocket. Hangs it up in the air. Chincotta plays on. He's done that well. He's taken the game on this afternoon.
Yeah, backs himself.
Absolutely. His kick out wide was good too to Zach Stanton. Both shoulders strapped. Goes short troop. 18 goals for the season, as Barnes' wonderful article suggested, but just none today.
Seriously, you two need to get a room.
Kick it, just fell to ground level. Smith handball over the top. Patton
There it is.
dispossessed.
The mercy
All
siren.
over. Bell Park run all over the top of the Young Eagles. 17-10, 112. Newtown 7-6, 48. Convincing winners, the Dragons, and are they a real contender for season 2017, Milky?
I reckon they are,
Wilbur.
and
Yes.
we'll discuss
Yes,
that
I
when
think
we-
so.
after the break. We'll discuss that. We'll do goal kickers. We'll do round the ground. We'll do our votes. We'll do everything, and then
Ooh.
we'll get the hell out of this
Stay
joint.
tuned,
It's
listeners.
Freezing cold. And where's that heat? Oh, look at. You know why I want to get any heat? We've got a heater thief here behind us.
Heater thief.
Hey, by the way, Milky, this is your one-stop shop for all local footy scores, so there'll be plenty of people listening on their way home, and they all tune in for pup.
Do they what?
Yeah, they do. Do yourselves a favour. Turn off now. We're going to take a break. Kicks FM 89.3 is country and is football.
For Blood Toyota and Corio Bay Health Group, you're listening to the GFL Game of the Week on 89.3 Kicks Footy.
If you're missing today's game due to injury, remember this. There's a Corio Bay Health Clinic near you. A part of our community since 1985, providing expert diagnosis